He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. It's me, Chris, it's him, Sweeney, it's him, Derek. It's a show, it's a podcast. Go over to patreon.com/snarktank, early access, ad-free, all that stuff. It really helps out. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that crap. Wait, you looking okay? You looking pensive? Every time somebody makes that face now, I'm looking around at everybody's mic cords to make sure everybody's plugged in.
That's actually good. I like that. It's a good good thing to do.
Good trauma response.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a trauma response.
Yeah.
I don't know about trauma response.
It is though.
I wouldn't call it trauma.
Yeah, he didn't. I had the trauma. That was traumatic.
It's more like a second-hand inconvenience response.
I feel like every response is a trauma response. I feel like there's instinctual trauma responses that we like kind of inherited.
Oh,
I think everything is like, oh, it gets dark, I get scared. That's a trauma response you inherited from like
I guess I understand
your
what you're
great grand ape that saw his friend get devoured in the nighttime by a
What
bear.
did you say?
What?
Did you say great grand ape?
Yeah, they were apes once. We were once apes. All of us. For
I
real.
mean, just 2 greats ago.
We were apes.
You
we are apes.
You did say great, implying that it wasn't that long ago.
That wasn't that long ago.
I meant to. I said ape to insinuate a long time ago, but we're still apes right now.
Oh, so like the great is
when
so the great in the context of a great ape is like great to the 10th power or something, or like the 50th power.
It'd be like it's like a multiplication thing.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like
two greats,
great, and then a great on top of the great.
Yeah,
you square.
You sound like a racist trying to explain away your racism, sir.
I
wasn't even being racist though.
I feel like it makes sense.
I know you're racist too.
Yeah.
I wasn't even being racist yet. Like I was on my way there. I was on my way there.
No, you weren't intentionally, but you called your ancestors apes, and the implication doesn't look good.
You can imply what you want. I'm going to tell you the definition of what I mean. I can still be lying. Absolutely.
I can still be lying. That is true. You could be lying.
I mean,
but no, we just know you. We just know you through and through. Like you've been on a hot streak of
racism.
Yeah.
Since I was like 4. The fuck? I've been making racist jokes since I was
racist,
a child.
like 4, especially independently.
Yeah.
Somehow you came to the conclusion, I don't like these people.
You just had a very like not even like a particularly traumatic experience, but just like an uncomfortable experience when you were so young that uncomfortable meant trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's so insane.
Move out the way, little blackie.
Because you're so... Children are so not racist. They're confused at best. They'll ask questions.
I like when they're taught like very early. They don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But they're just like, I know I need to do this. I need to be racist because my dad will be proud.
Because my nephew, right? When I was first around him a ton.
You taught him a lot?
Well, no. He's a Mexican little boy, and he wondered why I was a different color, because obviously everybody in that family is a fucking bean burrito, except for literally me.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, you're different. He's like, I'm different. I was like, oh, really? And I spoke to him about it, and then literally he went to school, and his best friend is a black person now. And I'm like, that's
insane to think that that's because of you.
Well,
it's
probably not because of me,
okay.
but I probably didn't.
That's what it sounded like.
But my interactions with him probably were beneficial.
I guess.
Because he probably would have been like, if I never, because think about this, you never saw a fucking
probably
white
just would have had
person.
this exact conversation with that person, I guess.
I feel like Kingston's on this like arc right now that he thinks he's like a good person.
I've never
like
said
he's
that.
wearing this white tee and he's like, oh, look at me, I'm holier than thou. So, okay, I taught
like,
this person
how to be
tolerant.
I sent them an image last night. I finally found a way to download it with the sound.
Right.
I finally
found a way to
with
what?
the sound.
Yeah, because you can't download it without the downloads.
Is that the problem? Because sometimes
you can't download what?
On Instagram, sometimes when things are like actually out of pocket, like truly, you can't download it with the sound. But this one, I finally got a chance to do it with the sound.
So he found something. He found something because like iPhone blocks so many things, I guess. And then he got it, and then of course he sent that. Like you're infatuated.
So
with
you guys have it now too.
Thanks.
So
yeah, he sent this. He sent this fucking video of a cat, and it's just an image of a cat, and it's the song. I don't even know what song it is. I think it's like,
I don't know what it was.
it's like it's not London. Is it London Bridge is falling
I think
down?
it is. You can't even remember anymore because you're so used to hearing it like that now. It is London
because
Bridge is falling
it puts
down.
way too many syllables in it instead of like London Bridge is falling down.
It's not exactly that
falling
cadence
down,
though, which kind
falling
of
down.
fucks me up.
Close. It's close to that. but like,
It's adjacent. Let's just say it's a London Bridge is falling down adjacent tune, right?
I think it's what else could it be?
I just think it's like a royalty free version of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where it's like it doesn't actually follow the tune of it, but it's a child singing the N-word over and over again with a hard R, and I'm so tired
Mary
of seeing
had a
it.
little lamb.
it is
Mary
that.
had a
That's
little
what it
lamb.
is. You're right.
Yeah, because I was
They're
like
close to each other.
Yeah,
Right?
'cause it wasn't London Bridge.
What is what is London Bridge?
London Bridge is falling down.
No, you're insane. No, it
down,
isn't.
Falling down.
Because isn't that
London
Mary had
Bridge.
a little
No, it's
lamb,
not.
little lamb, little lamb.
It's
What is it?
London Bridge is falling
Yeah.
down.
Oh my
falling
God!
down.
It is.
That is crazy that you forgot.
Mary had a little lamb
Oh my
because
god!
I've
I
heard
nearly
it
passed
so.
out. That was too much.
I've heard it so often that I've just
That shit fuck with me.
every kid tune now is just the N word.
Bridges, fucking clowns. Fucking yeah. So
Yeah.
So it's Mary Had a Little Lamb, but just with N words and too many of them.
Sung by a child.
Yeah. Well, by a little child, and then there's
But
always a cat.
The image of a little
A
kitty.
little kitten.
A little kitty.
And it's
so
like
innocent.
N-word, 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 N-word. Yeah, it doesn't. It just
It's
doesn't
at-
fit.
It's in one of our extra ammos. I can't remember what it is, which one it was, but
It's
like
so
it's at the very
toxic.
beginning of one of our extra ammos, and it's uncensored, and it's just the most annoying fucking thing. So my thing is, it's like, oh, I found a way to download things from Instagram with the sound. Why don't you? You can just screen record these
You can
things.
screen record.
I could, but I don't want to do that. I want to steal it like a real
but it's so
thief.
much
Like
less
a real thief.
effort
Yeah.
to do.
No, it's
You know
really
one
not.
thing? No, it's very dude.
It's really not. You go on an image, you press like the share button, and
Look.
then you can download things sometimes. Swear, it's like that simple.
Dude, I swipe my screen down and it's there. It's like I swipe my screen down, press record,
I have a
and then starts
shortcut
recording.
on my phone to just do it.
Yeah, my shortcut is I scroll down and then it's my whole control center's right there.
That's for things on Insta. You literally just like press share and you can say download. You just press
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
like on your control center, like
Oh, no,
it's
no,
just,
I
it's just
don't-
right there. It's
I don't
just
think mine
it's just
is-
right
I don't
there.
think
You just
it's mine.
press it.
Because mine doesn't have it. I'm pretty sure.
Why?
I just don't have it there. I'm pretty sure you have to put it there. 'cause
Yeah, I
mine
think you do
never
have to
had
put it there.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe.
I know about it. I used to use it before mode phone. I was like,
It's
oh wait.
wow, it's a godsend. You know, when I actually, me and a girl stopped talking because of screen recording.
Why?
It's kind of crazy. This is a crazy thing. So, it just got that update. So this was like 2018 maybe, or maybe I was a little late to the party where I was like, oh my god, what a lifesaver, because I used to use third-party apps to like use get stuff from YouTube off my phone or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing. And I was fucking with it like all day. And this one chick that I was talking to, there's so much on. So she, like, somebody at some point did revenge porn to her.
Oh, shit.
And so she's like, she has trauma, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, like, me, I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. But anyway, we would talk on Snapchat a lot. And she would, like, send stuff. Cool. I'm fucking in the middle of screen recording some stuff. In the middle of the day, I'm setting the whole scene. She fucking, only time she would send anything risque would be at night. Like, at night.
Sure.
So, in the middle of the day, I'm doing my screen recording shit. I'm fucking around. I'm like, cool. And then I see a notification from Snapchat from her, and I was like,
like, no.
I wonder what this is. So I just push it, thinking
and
that it's the middle of the day. It's going to be something stupid. She's also a singer. She sings stuff. She plays ukulele. I was thinking, it didn't matter that I'm screen recording. I don't give a fuck what it was. And then it happened to be some explicit shit, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then
And it says the notification.
it says you're recording on
Yeah.
Snapchat. And then she was like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? And I exactly what I told you guys, I told her. She didn't believe me.
I wouldn't believe it either. To
You
be honest.
gotta,
was
you gotta
like-
understand
and
where she's coming from.
No,
dude. Like,
it was one of those things where I'm like, this is so funny. This is like a sitcom. This is like fucking.
It's a Seinfeld.
It's a Seinfeld
yeah,
moment,
It's a
yeah.
Seinfeldian
It was-
circumstance.
And I was like, bro. I was like, literally, like, do you want to? I will delete it right now. You want to? I don't get like, it literally. This is so.
I'll come to where you are. I'll delete it.
Well,
in
that's the one
front of
thing
you.
she like did it, and I was just like, this. I can't believe this literally tainted our
Wait,
relationship.
it seems like it would be a pretty easy thing to prove though, because if you were already screen recording something before, couldn't you just send the clip that you were doing? And
she wasn't interested.
Oh.
So the thing was, I even told her, I'm like, I could show you what happened. And then she was like, how do I know you didn't edit it or something? I swear
At
to
that
God.
moment, you gotta
In
log
2
out.
seconds?
No, I swear.
At that moment, you log out.
No,
You look at
at that
it was
point,
one of those
it's like,
things where I was
yeah.
like, I lost her. Like, it was one of those things where I'm like, I literally can prove to her right now. I can send you right now what I have. And she was like, how do I know you didn't edit? And I was like, what?
At any
you
time-
can't counter that because even she's so irrational. What can you do?
Yeah, at that moment you gotta log. Like at the moment when you try to show rationality to somebody and they outwardly choose, because I've tried too many times and I've just grown so tired of it.
Yeah.
When you try to be like, hey, it's because of this, and you try to show them rationality, like, how do I know? It's like, all right, bro, but have a good rest of your life.
Yeah,
man.
it was like that's literally how it was. It was like one of those like we're cordial, but because I met her once, we spent a few days together and shit, and we were like, but then that like just completely cauterized the entire like any direction things were
She
going.
already has trauma
I was
towards
like,
her, dude.
your
It's like-
trauma is way too intense. Like, you know, good luck with everything. I rationally try to explain to you what happened. Also, that literally consistently only at night, probably before she's going to bed, she'll like take some risque stuff. So in the middle of the day, it made no sense. Like, how the fuck did I know? I'm a genie? I'm in Aladdin now, and I'm like, ooh, she's gonna send me some news. I'm gonna make a screen
at
program,
a moment like that when you try to show them like, hey, I can prove this to you that I didn't do this.
Yeah.
I've been that guy where girls are like, oh, dude, you're talking to this girl. It's like, well, yeah, because we have class together. And it's about homework. I'll show you the message about homework. I don't even know how to delete shit on here. They're like, I don't believe it. It's
I don't
like,
believe it. Yeah, it was at that point, it was just like, it doesn't matter.
now I'm gonna try to fuck her. Now I'm gonna try my hardest to fuck
That's
her.
the worst thing about it. That's the worst
At
thing
that
about
point.
that stuff is that it makes you just, it makes you want to do it.
There's nothing
Because if you're gonna be angry at me and I didn't do it,
Yeah.
I might as well.
I
do
might
it.
as well. I'm like, well, I should have screen recorded all the other ones. You know what I should have done? I have 2 phones. One of them, you know, whatever. When I upgrade, I should have
crazy.
just started.
that Joker-esque levels
But
of
like,
like
that's-
fucking
That's
silly
where you're like,
evil.
you dumb bitch. If I wanted to, it would be so easy to record this shit.
That's clearly a trauma
That's why-
response.
that's
And
why
it's
I didn't
it's
like-
unfortunate, but it's like it's
Yeah,
no point even getting mad about it.
That's
It's
why I
like-
did. Yeah, exactly. It was one of those things where I'm like, well, I can't convince her. It doesn't matter. It's tainted. She doesn't trust me anymore, even though she had no reason not to. I never did anything like that prior to this thing. So it wasn't even like, I'm on to you. I knew there was something off about you. It was just horrible trauma response. She never like was like, oh, sorry, I overreacted either. So it was just
Yeah, it
kind
is
of
what it
like,
is. I don't
so
know.
I was just,
At
even
that point, it's
if
fine,
you
yeah.
admit to overreacting, like, I don't know, man.
yeah,
There's nothing worse than being innocent.
Look,
It's like
think-
I didn't do
I think-
anything wrong.
I really,
Yeah.
man, I hate that.
that was a test.
I hate that I hate that we look like we're in a cult, man. Like
I love it. I like actually. I've been
My
like,
shirt's not, I have a design
look
on my
at-
shirt.
Yeah, but it's covered
look
by
at
the
how
mic most
colorful.
of the time.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like a dystopia versus a utopia. Like you look at my side, it's all super colorful. The colors are popping. Over here, it looks
Even
like
the aesthetic background too. It's freaking. It's weird.
yeah, you guys are like. You know, you voted how you voted, and then this is what you got. That's how you guys look.
Yeah.
Look, man, I thought it was a meme, man. I didn't think my vote would matter that much, right, bro?
I thought it was a meme.
We supposed to mail those in?
I mean, if you're a decent citizen, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't want it.
I couldn't figure out the stamp.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, I just used mine as a napkin.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, man,
having
that's
pizza,
it,
and I was
that's
like,
it.
oh, the napkin's like 10 feet away.
Yeah,
And
the
I'm like,
napkins are 10 feet away, and my ballot is 9 feet away.
That's so fucking crazy.
So
You'd have to
Naturally,
extend.
got
This
my
is
ballot,
this is the palette. This is the napkins.
the napkin would absorb so much grease, but nah, I
I want to have a mess and ruin my ballot at the same time.
Oh my God!
Protest.
Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. Snarktank.shop for merch. Listen, so we've got some stuff to talk about. Not a lot. We're gonna get to questions pretty soon, I think, but we do want to talk about the Game Awards fiasco. Do you know what's going on? Are you familiar?
yeah,
I
with the
feller?
biggest
I'd
controversy.
assume the Erd Tree shit people got mad about.
There's a couple of things that people are mad
Yeah,
about.
there's a couple things.
Yeah, so it's Shadow of the Erd Tree being nominated for Game of the Year, is up there.
Mm-hmm.
Black Myth Wukong being there, people are upset about that because that's like an 80 Metacritic game or something.
Yeah.
So people are furious about it. Balatro being there infuriates people, even though it absolutely should be there.
What is Balatro even?
Balatro's like that roguelike poker game. It's crazy good. It's like a Vampire Survivors type thing where it's just
Oh,
like
that
this
sounds
is like
interesting.
as like an indie game. This is crazy, like how good it. And that guy's gonna be like a fucking millionaire. Like I'm sure that guy's already like fucking rolling in it.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But it's like a Flappy Bird was like, good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's like one of those. But so yeah, I mean, people are pissed off about it. I look, I don't care about the Game Awards really. I don't think they're really important at all. I don't think anybody really cares.
Yeah, I feel like
I think it's a decent amount of
of
notification. It's like getting it's like obviously as an artist you don't exactly really care too much. Like any artist that cares too much about getting awards,
They don't get 'em.
It's not the best. It's not the best artist to be
Right,
really
exactly.
giving energy to.
Look,
but at the same time, it's just like it's good. It's notoriety. Like
I guess.
If
like
I was
a
deep
lot
into
of-
the industry, I would just for the advertisement, I would be like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess, yeah.
it's just like that's why the idea of an Oscar nod was supposed to be for advertise. That's the true idea of it. Even getting nominated is just having millions of people who may not be aware of you be like,
Become aware of
why
you.
is this guy nominated? Like, why is he one of the retards in the square? But he didn't
Yeah.
get picked. And then, I'm sorry, it's just I've been on a roll with that word, but
it was kind of
just-
like that was like
On a roll.
Well, they're all-
actually unnecessary one. But let's continue. I've said
It is-
worse. I've said worse.
I'm trying to take it back, man. So
I'm trying to take it back for us.
yeah, I'll do it. It's gonna be me.
For us.
I feel like that's the idea of just getting your work out there, so people might be curious. It's like when you think about it, the Balatro, I didn't know about it. Personally, it went completely over me.
Same for me,
It
too.
went completely over me. And now that like I've heard so many people like gush over it and they're like, this is fucking awesome. I'm so addicted to this game. First
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I'm a little addicted. I don't want to addicted is a little
That's my thing. It's like I played it for about an hour one night and I was like, I gotta uninstall this. Because it's like one of those where it's just like I could lose a lot of time to this.
Right.
It was just like Vampire Survivors. Like I spent I think 12 hours on Vampire Survivors one time and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I can't do this. And it's only and what makes it worse is it's like 500 megabytes. So there's no reason to delete it.
Right,
You know, it's
yeah,
not
'cause
actually
it's so
it's like
You got
less
that shit on your iPhone. You're
that's
like
genius, man. That's
yeah,
genius.
it's really
ingenious.
solid, but
Yeah,
it's one of
so-
those games that I would recommend, but also wouldn't.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah.
I was hearing people like,
So we have right now. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no,
I was
you-
going to go through because I have them right here.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Game of Year nominees. My bad. Game of Year nominees consist
my
of
ass, your ass.
Stop. Astrobot.
It's just photorealistic photos of colon.
This is photos of my dick dramming against the dude.
My God, it's so impossibly hard. Like you pop like 5 Cialis.
Best looking open colon goes to.
Ted Bundy. It's like what?
He's alive.
He's still here?
He strolls up to the stage.
Fine. He's youthful
They
still.
never killed him.
I'm still fine.
He's just-
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm in fact immortal. Those bullets didn't work. I'm still doing stuff.
They shoot him?
No, I think they
I
injected
think they
him.
melted him, right?
Lethal injection.
to the prison foundry.
Can we talk? We have a moment to talk about how barbaric that shit is.
What, melting people?
Lethal injection is so because like the fact they make a spectacle of it. It's so genuinely barbaric.
It's a little audience.
It's,
like a little play.
It's like let's sit here and watch this guy die.
I do say even the people that seek retribution, like say if somebody, I don't want to watch somebody die. You know what I mean? Even if I was like I hate, like even the people that are filling the presidential cabinet, the people that I would be gleeful if any of them expired, right? I
Yeah.
still don't want to see it. Well, damn, that's actually interesting. You know what? I think I just kind
No,
of
I
I think I
think-
kind of fucked my own argument up because I was thinking there are some like I truly dislike some of those people.
right.
And if I saw their heads explode, I don't think I want to see the impending doom. I think I just want to see an instantaneous something happen. I would be like, oh, look at that. You know, like
Like that foreshadowing nonsense.
kind of, yeah, something like that. I would be totally okay with, but I don't want to see some asshole getting strapped down and then they're doing like that whole scene.
The
to me
lead
is-
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lead up that's fucking morbid.
It's
Like if
it's
Trump's head
barbaric.
exploded right on that stage, I'd be like, whoa, look at that, you know? But like if I saw we knew
think
it was
that'd be-
about to happen, I'd be like, fuck,
You think
dude.
that'd be the most viewed video of all time? His head fucking erupting.
A president's head exploding in 4K? Yes.
Yes.
What do you mean? Of course.
Yes.
Like
And that president too.
I would-
I think it would be the most like fucking celebrated, the most viewed, liked, celebrated. It would be
Reviewed-
YouTube Rewind. It would be like
That'd
breaking
be
all the
the YouTube
records.
I just tweeted this morning about YouTube Rewind because I'm like, no one. It's so funny because we're at the end of the year. No one talks about it. No one even waxes poetic about like, oh, those days.
Yeah.
No one misses
There were
the
some
YouTube
fun
Rewind
ones.
at all.
There were some fun ones.
Really? Which one?
2012.
Which one was that? What happened in it?
That was the one for Psy with Gundam Style. I remember that being cool. I liked that one.
I'm pretty sure there was no Rewind in 2012, but
Literally, Gangnam Style was the rewind.
no,
at that
Gangnam
year.
Style was just a big song at that time.
No, he was in it. It was a rewind. I'm sure of this.
Psy was
watched
in
it.
the Rewind in 2012.
I shit you not. The year I graduated high school, he was in that YouTube rewind.
Personally, I don't care. Like,
I liked that one because I thought it was fucking funny, and it was like I think what the Fox say was in that one too. If I'm not mistaken.
I definitely don't want it.
Definitely hated that one.
Right? It might have been. That was.
I don't know, man.
My high school.
I just
yeah.
like to me, it was the camaraderie, it was the community coming together, shitting on. I liked that. It was almost like I wish YouTube continued being the punching bag.
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
made this shitty thing, and then we all kind of rallied together to laugh at it.
I'm so proud of this community.
What makes it.
What year was that? Was that 17?
I don't know. That was like
16?
one of the last ones.
What makes it funny is that like they just got so many shitty people so consistently.
Yeah, 'cause,
that's
you know-
what made it terrible. They got so many.
Well, they're popular.
It's like
shitheads.
Trump's cabinet. It's just like you see
Right.
like,
No,
all these
for
people
real.
like,
It's like-
oh, look at that. You just assembled a team of rapists.
Dude, it
and
is.
Psy, I guess.
Oh my god! And but it's like what the anything for views type of people, not the actual guy Chad, but just the most popular people.
Right.
They have like you got to be a little fucked up to want to be at the top of that type of notoriety, that type of fame. You want all that money. How could you be a normal, balanced person and want to pursue all of that shit? Even there's people at the top for a while. PewDiePie's a great example. He was like, I'm going to maximize my profits and then fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, that's basically what he did. Instead of like Logan Paul, Dink Doink, and Shitcoin and whatever the fuck he was
Dink
doing.
Doink. I remember.
Like,
yeah.
shit, like, these
Mr.
people
Beast.
are crazy. Mr. Beast is a great example.
Did you see that video of Mr. Beast and Cristiano Ronaldo?
No.
Just talking. I think it's Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know. It was somebody.
Poor guy.
But it was they were sitting talking, and Mr. Beast was talking about how like, yeah, I do things and people watch it, and Cristiano Ronaldo was like, wow, that's crazy. He could not give a fuck.
He is so apathetic. When he met Speed, it was funny too. He met Speed and Peter was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan." He was like,
You know, he
"You're
doesn't
black."
How do you feel about
You're black.
How do you feel since you're one of the number one fan? How do you feel about Chris Brown and on Kai Cenat's stream?
I think it's crazy he had him there.
think
I
it's-
think that is so tone deaf. I think he's a nigga, so he's like, "Oh, this is for the niggas."
He's also like incredibly homophobic, which is hilarious. Well, not
Chris
surprising.
Brown?
Yeah.
No, well, I don't know about. Well, Chris Brown's gay, so
So he does probably
So no-
project homophobia.
yeah,
I don't think that's smart, Chris. Because I think if he's in the same area as you, he will absolutely. Well, no, you've been trained. So
what is
you
he
might
gonna
even
hit
knock
me?
him
I'm not a
out.
woman. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's not. He's like, I don't know if I can.
He's like, I want to fuck
I'm
you
not
up,
sure.
but I'm not.
Yeah,
If you get
I'm
a
not sure
sex
if I can
change,
win. I'm
though-
not 100% sure, so I'm not going to do anything.
I had a better fight than Mike Tyson. I don't know if he wants to come. I don't know if he wants to come with me. I think
transitive properties, bro.
yeah, transitive properties.
Yeah.
No, so like no, I mean Kai Cenat.
Well, I mean, he's a fucking black young man. Of course
Exactly.
he's
It's like, I saw
homophobic.
people like talking about like I can't believe he's homophobic. It's like what?
What do you mean you can't?
What are you talking? It's like the most obvious. Look,
I wouldn't
I
say.
think a lot of
with
people-
all due respect,
Yeah.
it's a stereotype that the black community is particularly homophobic for kind of a good reason.
Do you
it's
think-
it's pretty crazy?
I mean, I think every minority group is extremely homophobic.
Yeah, but like specifically, it's like outward. It's like a part of the expression of the culture.
I think particularly black and Hispanic people. Like, they like the two, like, oh, these are
I think it's
homophobic
just,
people.
well,
If you want to split the difference, we can.
when
you
it
can
comes
split the
down
difference.
I'm both. That's why I'm super homophobic.
The
have to
question is
understand
why.
that-
The question is why.
Oh yeah, of course.
Ricky Martin puts a
But
problem.
the question is why, and it comes down to, well, think of every culture that is hyper religious.
Yep.
That's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
Yeah,
It kind of is. Yeah.
It's proof and pudding right there,
Yeah.
literally.
And it's the reason why, like now, but even right now, the things that are getting voted into office, so many people in this country are just hyper religious, and they're like, their churches are telling them to just vote this way, and they don't care about anything else.
Well,
So,
dude, I was just staggered
cool.
that so many people were surprised by that.
I don't know.
How are you surprised?
yeah,
by that?
it's
He looks like someone who's homophobic. he just looks like a
He's a
homophobe.
fucking
He just-
Caribbean. He's a Caribbean.
he's
dude
just
with
one
a
of
bunch
those guys
tattoos
that-
and stuff like that.
He's just, to me, he's just one of those guys that got lucky because I don't understand why he's as popular as he is.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I don't. Well, I've never seen anything. He's kind of like Joe Rogan in a way, where Joe Rogan his appeal was having all these cool people on his podcast. And like, if Joe
Yeah.
Rogan was just doing a podcast by himself,
Oh, no one would give a shit.
yeah, and I'm like, Kai Cenat, anytime I've heard him talk or do something, I'm like, what do you? Oh, it's cool. You have this really cool person on, but I'm like, what do you do?
I remember, like,
We're
he
not-
does put effort into his streams, but he puts effort into his
does.
streams because he has a lot of money.
He has
and
money.
Can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like anybody would.
It is
recreated
not
the
gonna work.
I recreated the iCarly set. It's like,
Yeah.
if you had money, you could do
Exactly.
that.
It's
Very
like
easily.
Mr. Beast, right? Like
Yeah.
he's the most uncharismatic person, but he got so much money now. Look at the cool shit he can do.
It
You can
is never gonna
blind
work on
people, and you can
Yeah.
chop tits off. I saw that was one of them. He was like, I chopped off 1,000 tits. I was like, wow.
I chopped.
I was like, wow. Nobody's really talking about this.
It's,
But
Dude,
it's
in,
the same thing. It's like why would it's the same thing for a lot of people, dude. It's like why are like
Yeah.
It's just like to deny the fact that you get notoriety in this world unless you're like an objectively really talented person. It's fucking luck. He was streaming at the right
It's all
time.
luck,
He
yeah.
was,
Yeah, 100%.
Granted, he probably put hard work into streaming. I think the fact that he's had the people that he's had on his
Yeah.
stream is crazy.
I do think by virtue of what luck is, you make your own luck.
you kind of.
But you can.
I think
you can
absolutely.
affect it.
Well,
I think luck is created
technically.
because you can't get lucky just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah,
you know what
if
I mean?
you're not out, if you
have
didn't
to
put yourself out
in the right
there,
spot. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. You put yourself in the right spot, but like that's still.
I think
there
about
are-
like Justin Long. He was doing laundry or something, and then a director had to be doing laundry, and they talked, and then that's
Right.
how he's gotten to the music in the film industry. To where, if he wasn't out there doing his laundry, if he was like a completely inclusive, and he was like, I'm just gonna shit myself and not wash my clothes,
Yeah.
you know, and then
It'd be easy to do that though. It'd be like, I'll do it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's
So
kind of that's what I mean.
There
by
is
that.
there is a degree of work put in. You know, you have to be in because sometimes things
10%
happen
luck.
the right place, right spot.
15% skill
You know, like
or something.
because I think
50% concentrated power of will.
but you
5% penis.
50%
he
cum.
has crazy people on the stream, and then it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. He had that person on the stream. Or that person
so
on
much
the
cum.
stream.
That also does not. None of this adds to 100%. Also, 50% penis, 50% cum, 5%.
Concentrated
Shaft.
power of.
That's
Cum.
a lot of fucking cum.
I think I'm gonna do. It's just gonna all be cum. It's
Cum
every
and cum,
percentage
cum
is gonna
and
be
cum
cum.
and cum.
I love
I'm gonna
that. I love
tag
that
him
song.
every day. But yeah,
That
No,
song puts me back to such a specific place. Like that's like 2004.
Yeah, like,
I'm like right back in 2004 again when I
I'm
hear
like
that
playing
song.
Bionicles.
I think it came out in 2006. I'm sorry to correct you.
No, whatever.
Yeah. No, because it
You're
actually.
not sorry to correct him.
Because I
Did it actually?
Yeah, because I remember it puts me in the because it does
Yeah.
the same thing for me. But I specifically remember I got my second car. And I was driving all over the place listening to that album.
Yeah.
Because it came out. It just came out. And come. And a lot of that's a brilliant song because it was in so many like commercials
and every like sports movie.
fucking NBA. It was the official song. I think that year. Or
Every
something.
sport
Yeah.
movie was
It was
in.
fucking like I was like, God damn.
It's sonically really good.
That son
like,
of
I
a
still love
bitch.
that song.
I like my.
It's not really about anything, but
Yeah, it's just about.
it's just like, hey, here's us.
Hey, this is what it took to be, and I'm like, well, not necessarily. You also, like, there's privileges that I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. It's
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you're not
a
gonna
good
be.
song.
You're not gonna like. Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yes. So the nominees for Game of the Year are gonna be
Amazing transition.
I don't know how.
So
it
first, so
happened.
there's Astrobot, there's Balatro.
Say that again.
What's that again? What's that?
Balatro. Okay, gotcha. That's dyslexia. I thought it was 2 T's.
Balatro.
Balatro. That's what it is. That's what I saw. I was like, Balatro.
Yeah,
There's
Balatro.
Black Myth Wukong. There's Elden Ring Shattered Earth Tree. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Metaphor. Rephasio.
Metaphor Refantasio.
I didn't play.
I like.
Yeah, that's the Persona game.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
the
video
by the Persona.
I heard it was
yeah.
very good. Not saying I'm gonna try playing that game ever again. No, that's just about that. That's I can't do JRPGs anymore. It's adhering to me. If there's not.
Yeah, Colin was telling me that there's like stretches where you're straight up not playing the game for like 2 hours, and then
that.
you fight a boss, and then it's 2 more hours of cutscenes, and I'm like, I can't even begin to care, man.
Not saying it's not a great
Yeah,
game. I
no
think
thanks.
I'm sure it's great for that audience, but like I cannot begin.
I
That's
love
too much,
I
man.
love Persona. I was a huge fan of Persona 4, one of my favorite games of all time. I played it when I had way more patience. I cannot do that anymore.
When'd you play it?
For Persona 4?
How old were you when you
I
started
was
playing?
maybe 19.
Yeah, I just
No.
most JRPGs are also Well, I've always been in and out of like JRPGs and anime.
Yeah.
Like to me, if it's too fucking weird, I get a little bit, if it's too childish or the way that there's what is that if it's too shonen driven, where in a way that it's like, oh, look at this young high schooler that's almost every fucking story.
Yeah, the
written.
slice of life like high school stuff. It's like, we're gonna school. I could give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care
bring me
anymore,
here.
dude.
Yeah,
We're not.
We're not that demographic.
Yeah,
anymore.
not that. Yeah,
it's for young men. That's what shonen means, if I'm not mistaken. Literally,
probably. Yeah, I don't know.
so it's like I get it. It's like
Does it?
Yeah,
Is that what shonen
I
means?
think shonen means for young men.
Probably.
I think it does actually.
I'll take
know,
your word
man.
for it because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But the thing is, that, like, I'm just not that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm the reason I'm on One Piece still because I grew up watching it. I
Yeah.
want to see that shit end. I want to see the ending of it.
I get that. That's why I stuck with Attack on Titan. I was like, I got to keep going. I don't care.
That show is so
4 seasons
So
in
listen.
fucking like 10
Shit.
years.
absolute shit series.
Shadow of the Erdtree being on a Game of the Year list.
Yeah.
I saw months ago they were talking about that they were gonna allow that. I saw like 3 months ago, like, oh, Shadow of the Erdtree
people
DLC is
voted
gonna
enough
be
for
allowed
it.
available, and I was like, all right, well, I guess that's gonna win. That was an obvious thing. I was like, well, it's gonna win. guess.
I personally, I completely disagree with that. It just doesn't make sense.
Do I disagree with the rule? Yes. Did I obviously know it was gonna win once that was revealed? I was like, oh, of course, duh.
Well, there's a lot of people that actually are fine with it, which I was like, oh, interesting. I mean, there's a lot of backlash happening, but
was like
I
remakes
saw a
and
lot of
DLC
people be
they
like,
said.
oh, I get it, and especially it's lengthy, it's this, it came out this year, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I just think that, first of all, number one, you can't play it without the base game. That's the big problem.
Yeah, it's not a standalone DLC.
Yeah. It's like, I was like, that isn't, it's not fucking Blood Dragon or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Yeah, so sorry. It just doesn't work that way for me. Like, you can't, like, I don't know how you justify that. I just don't really know how
they
you
didn't
justify
it for Cyberpunk last year.
Uh-huh.
And that had like a fucking pretty top tier fucking DLC, I think.
that. Yeah.
With Phantom Liberty?
Yeah.
And they were just like,
Are
oh,
they
that's...
making more? Because I fucking Phantom Liberty was good as fuck.
No, they're not
bro.
making more. Absolutely not.
They're
No.
done.
They're going to move on to the next... They're probably working on Witcher now.
Witcher game, yeah.
But-
But the links makes me sad. I want another one. That game, just when that game got really good, they stopped putting stuff into it. I'm like, this now it's like actually really cool.
They'll make another one.
Yeah, of
Cyberpunk
course.
is too... that's a critically acclaimed game now.
100%. And then maybe it'll probably be so much better. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
so,
be just as bad because they could do the same shit again.
Can you imagine?
can you?
They fuck up twice in a row with the same game?
I can't, like, that is so inconceivable. But, like, I guess crazier things will
They
happen.
finna do that for Mass Effect. Don't worry. We're about to see it again. We're like gonna fucking reboot.
Just
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm actually like really stoked because some friends of mine got their hands on Avowed, that Obsidian game by the Fallout New Vegas guys.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
That like their Skyrim kind of game. Apparently, it's really good. Or it's looking really solid, which is like,
Hey.
finally, like it's like, I don't have to bother with Dragon Age. There's a good kind of fantasy RPG kind of around the corner.
Yeah.
Because I keep getting every year I get the urge to play Skyrim. Every year.
Oh, yeah, of
like
course.
clockwork. Like around Christmas time, around November, I'm like, I kind of want to jump in to
Because you see
Skyrim, and then I
someone-
never have the time to actually do
You
it.
used to want to fuck with a mod where some guy's a fucking dick running around the screen and you're like,
Yeah.
that's funny. I remember playing that game and having a lot of fun.
I follow a few Skyrim mods, like, not meme pages, so that always fucks me up.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see that, and I'm like, oh, man.
It's such an enduring game in pop. Like, there's always memes about it. There's always there's always some dumb reference. Even I think like the video I just posted, it was like I used like a P Diddy leveling up his alchemy stat with like the sound effect and the stupid like it's just too
Oh,
it's too good. It's too good.
I think every game on here, I guess, except for Erdtree, I kind of was like, I don't really think that should be there, but whatever.
Yeah.
But every game has a place for being here.
I knew-
Astrobot was fun.
Astrobot makes sense.
Astrobot's dope. I think Helldivers not being there is crazy. That's kind of the thing to me.
That's
Yeah, that's something.
Like,
it feels, this list feels a little bit too political, if you know what I mean. Like,
How so?
in a way that's so the snub of like Helldive, because it seems like an obvious thing that should be on there.
Yeah.
And then when you also look at, say, because to me the whole thing, what I mean by political is just that there were certain things that probably should have been on there that weren't. And
like Stellar Blade and
yeah,
stuff
that
like that.
to me that's politics. It's not, like politics is a word that doesn't just mean like
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's just like there are things you're like, hey, what the fuck's going on this year? Because that seemed like should have been there, and I feel like for the similar reason, Dragon Age got Accessibility was the only thing that it got.
Yeah, it got nominated for an accessibility award.
I mean, that's fine.
And that's it.
I mean, that's
Dude,
fine. It's
that's
accessible.
hilarious.
That is really funny.
It's an accessible game. That's all it's got. You
God
know?
bless, you know?
Like, that's
Yeah.
what it's got.
That's
you know?
just so funny that they weren't considered for anything else.
Yeah.
They didn't deserve anything else.
You
I
saw,
know.
but what the funny thing about it is just seeing like some of the people in the industry. I read a handful of articles that were really trying to, like, I hate this, man, because they weren't talking about the actual game. They were talking about the gay culture war shit.
I hate it. It's so tedious.
It's so stupid. And
They don't do anything for like
And
graphics. They
those-
don't have a game based on graphics and visual stuff like that because that game should absolutely.
I
be
think
up
there's
there
more
for
shit
that.
coming out.
Yeah, there's probably more categories
Okay.
to be
Yeah.
announced.
Because
Although I will
visual
say,
and graphics, that game needs to be up there.
maybe graphics are kind of becoming a lot less important now.
I
though,
agree with
because
that.
I feel like everything just looks great. So like something like Balatro looks great, even though it's just like pixel art cards. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I think it's kind of being like I had a Celica that looked awesome, but I wouldn't say that like put it next to like a like a high end.
Well, I mean, like,
you know what I mean?
I think what I mean is like art design and art style. I think is more meaningful now than just graphical fidelity.
Yes, I the only reason I would push back even a little bit is that the capabilities are pretty like can be like phenomenal, but can you pull it off? And the only reason I feel about like it's interesting enough, and this is probably people can probably hard disagree with me, but I feel like Dragon Age Veilguard looks better than Black Myth Wukong to me. Like the way that because I spent a lot of time in Black Myth Wukong, and there weren't many times. And what it might be, it just might be that everything looked like
The same.
regular shit though
Yeah.
too. It was like, oh, this forest looks awesome. This it was nothing. It was just places that seemed like could exist in this world,
Right,
Versus Veilguard has like say in Treviso and stuff. Where like, this is cool. This is really cool. Like this is really inventive and
Right.
and looking at it. And I gotta say, man, I put the settings all the way up just because I wasn't playing it at first because I didn't give a shit. But I put it all the way up and I was like really impressed with the hair physics. I like actually it was funny. I'm like, it's funny in Veilguard.
Oh, really?
I think visually that game is pretty fucking stunning. Like
It's interesting.
I think Rebirth is pretty up there too.
Oh, Rebirth, yeah. I think
Especially now on the Pro, now that it like you can run at 60 and 4K.
I
haven't played it yet, man. I gotta fucking- I
It
don't-
looks
I don't
good, but
have-
it's a
I don't have
time
anything.
sink. It's like fucking. I'm like 40 hours in, and I'm like,
That's the problem. I haven't even bought the other one because of just the
shit.
time. The
I played
remake.
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean-
well, dude, this is actually. Wait, hold on. We have a question that somewhat relates to this. You keep talking. I'll
I
find it.
100%ed that game, the first one.
Wow,
What is it, the first one?
100%.
Yeah.
How many hours was that?
Maybe like 75?
75. That's not that bad.
75?
That's not for 100%. That's not bad at all.
75. I got pretty far in this one, but there was like one mission that I was like, I just don't really want to fucking do this.
How many hours are you into Veilguard?
Veilguard maybe 22,
22.
23.
I'm probably double that.
I am right
And-
now. I am doing all the loyalty stuff.
I've done almost everything, and that's why like I'm 40 hours in. I don't know, maybe I think there's still a lot more to go.
I know past level 20 is like the sort of the middle part of the like sort of the third act of the game. Sorry, second act, going to the second act of the game. I just hit level 20. I just got like Feast of Crows to do all the fucking stupid cool like teleporting samurai shit.
Look, there's
And-
to me so far, only the side stuff's been certain things that you need. I guess it's probably gonna affect my story. Is the only thing that's been interesting to me.
I'm just trying to fuck Harding. That's it. I'm not doing anything else really.
It's taking too long, brother.
It is taking a long time.
Dude, I am fucking 40 hours in, and she is not giving me pussy yet. And I'm like, what? Like, I'll see the explanation. I was like, oh, here we go. No.
Can you imagine?
I don't think they're gonna have it in this
Excuse me,
game.
miss.
No, I think because, light spoiler, I was on Nexus looking at the mods. I didn't see anything for Harding, but I saw something for someone else that they were like removing, it was like
Clothes?
removing clothes for sex scene, but it was just a picture of one of the characters. And I'm like, okay, so you can't, there are fuck scenes, I guess.
Is it rated M?
It is, because there's
It
blood
is,
in it,
yeah.
and there's some swear words, like Tosh swears a bit, but what was the question?
I don't remember.
No, you had it. I thought you...
Nah,
You couldn't find
the
it?
iPad died. No.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
We got
You stupid asshole, I believed you.
Morgan Moonscar wrote, and he says, "Hello, Fats. Kingston, put your phone down and pay attention. I was wondering. You would have got him if it was literally a minute ago.
Really.
Hello, Fats. Kingston, put your phone. I was wondering, what is the worst character in a game or show that was so insanely awful that it prevented you from finishing the game or show, despite all other aspects being good?
Prevented you. That's an interesting one.
That's a hard thing.
The first for me, I have one easily.
Okay, what?
At first it was Tony Soprano.
Really?
First, when I first watched that show, that nigga sucks so bad, it's crazy.
Really?
He's so horrible.
I
It's
still
insane.
haven't watched it. I gotta
it's a great show, but like again, I think comprehension in this country is really broken. So people are like, I love Tony, and it's like,
oh well, yeah, that always happens.
this nigga's horrible.
That always
in
happens.
every single way
I
possible.
don't understand. Like, I don't.
That always happens.
I understand what you're saying, but I feel like there's also like a hopscotch thing happening here.
What do you mean?
Where I feel like people can be like, oh, I love Tony Soprano, and understand that he's a bad character also.
You can.
I feel like you're kind of assuming a lot.
I agree that
Because I Walter White I love that character. That is like one of the best characters I've ever
Walter's
seen.
a cool character, 100%. I think he's
He's not a good person.
Very relevant character. I think with clearly the state of this country, I'm right. But like, it can be argued against me for sure. But like,
I'm just saying, like, I just think it's possible.
I know, no, it's definitely possible. It's because I think the voting is actually kind of a good representation of the people
think you
who
don't
understand.
have that because you're smart enough to not. Like,
Well,
oh yeah, this is a.
You understand.
Well, like Frieza and stuff
we
like that.
understand these people are terrible, but they're awesomely written characters.
Yeah.
But then there's those freaks that idolize Joker. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just there's.
I just wonder how
many?
many there
too
are.
many.
Really.
I would say too.
There's
Like
probably
not
more.
It's not the majority. It's just still.
Yeah.
It's too many. It's like
Fair,
car
yeah.
crashes. It's not the majority.
Yeah.
Imagine if the majority
Your cars crash.
everyone's just crashing.
There's just piles of cars, like mountains of cars crashing off each other.
It's just like, hey, there's too many of these weirdos here that
yeah,
are like,
there's-
this
there's-
guy rules. He gets me.
But-
Joffrey, King Joffrey. That's a solid. I don't think anybody liked that nigga though.
If you like Joffrey, there's
my
something wrong with
favorite
you.
character, Rape Fellow.
But what's another? Oh man, if you would have caught me another time, Tosh would have maybe put the game down for Dragon Age. If I didn't have Karlach existing as the pinnacle, like, oh, this is what they're trying to do, because clearly that's what they're trying to do.
If I didn't,
they're trying to do that character.
Are you
but
The
sure?
big muscle. The big muscle.
Well,
kind
yeah,
of
I think
the-
just
strong-
body wise,
I think like
there's
like,
nothing else reminiscent.
I
about
think
Karlach.
wouldn't say.
I
What else
don't
does Karlach do? Karlach is witty.
she's funny.
She doesn't sound stupid. She sounds like she's mature. Like Tosh is in her 20s, but she sounds like she's like 13, 14.
Isn't she a kid technically though? Isn't she like young for her species?
I don't know. I don't know how old the
Do you-
Kunari live.
Do you feel like Baldur's Gate's? I guess it's been a while. Like, I guess my question would be like, is there even really enough time between the release of Baldur's Gate and the release of this for them to have even really
Probably not.
reacted in that way
Probably
to be like,
not.
oh, we need a car?
No,
Like,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think.
so.
I don't think so.
I think it's the strong, feminine presenting
strong,
character.
yeah, a strong, like big muscle woman. Which
They've
is like
done-
it's a stereotype.
They've
in
done
certain-
such a weird
it's a trope.
like. It's there. Even one of her outfits that you can wear where she shows a little cheeks, and I'm like, well, there's dialogue in here specifically that Tasha's mom is upset that she doesn't act or they don't act very womanly, and like you're bad at it. And I feel like it's really weird that they gave her an outfit or them an outfit that is very feminine
right
in a way that Tosh clearly doesn't care to do that. So it was really, so to me, it almost seemed like this was like put in before they even wrote the character almost. Like they
I see.
strung that together because I'm like, this shouldn't be in there. I can literally see the outs of her cheeks. Her ass is hanging out. And I'm like, muscly bitch, she looks good to me. I'm like, the body looks good. I like it. But
Until you see her
anytime
face, and then-
the face, and when Tosh
faces-
talks,
dude. The moment she talks, I want to fucking shoot myself in the back.
the mods,
she's a good ass fucking character.
in the
though.
back. I want to shoot myself in the back.
she's a great. She's actually she's
a beast.
She's my favorite to because to me it's much easier since there's not much strategy in this game. All you need to do is just sunder stuff.
Yeah.
If you can bring people to sunder and then
Sunder and apply and detonate it.
is way too. Even that, like, dude, if you to me, like it almost feels like it's like 80% defense down. It's
a lot.
so crazy how like when you just sunder something, I'm like I can fuck it up effortlessly.
Yeah.
So all I do is bring people that can sunder, or her, she just fucking bashes shit to pieces. But anyway, oh man, we're gay now. Let me just touch a little bit.
I didn't feel it. I'm wearing shoes.
Oh, he is wearing shoes, so you're.
It's not gay. It's not gay.
It's not gay for me.
You got
it's gay for you.
Damn.
Damn.
Well,
Farouk.
I just get.
Farouk.
Let me get to it. But yeah, Dragon Age funny. It's not on the thing. Tosh, if I didn't get specifically, if the game wasn't gifted to me to finish it, I definitely would have bailed already.
Ooh, interesting.
So
Yeah.
I would say this would be one of those games that everybody, even people who I want to like in the game, Emmerich, I want to like Emmerich. He's just too much of a character. I talked about it before because he's super posh. He's the necromancer. He's too posh all the time. That's actually all the bad, poorly written characters.
It just
all
feels
bad.
fake.
Balara feels fake. Even though like she's going through some hard shit with her brother, and like I just can't. Every time I'm listening to her, I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
It's unfortunate.
I like 2 characters. 3 characters, I would say. I like Well,
Well, that's not the question.
Yeah.
I'm piggybacking on what he said.
I know.
Fair, yeah.
But it's like
Is that 00000 again?
No.
it's all my gay porn.
Thank God.
My gay porn notifications on Patreon. Sorry,
That was scary.
but
Gay on Patreon.
yeah,
You like Cooey, so you like Harding, I imagine.
I like Harding. She's cool because I remember her being cool from before.
Yeah.
But she's less than she was, unfortunately, but she's still pretty cool.
That sucks.
Yeah, she's worse than.
It's always unfortunate when it's just
She's
like
worse
I
than
like
what
this
she
character
was.
purely because I have prior experience with this character, not from this experience.
Yeah. I think you'll like her more. Just you'll.
I'm doing intermissions.
Yeah, it's
Davin's cool as fuck, actually.
Davrin.
Davin, there you go.
Yeah.
He's
Davrin,
cool.
he's the elf nigga.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
black elf.
Well, I just
I
say
have no
like.
idea. I have no idea.
Well, I
I
was
don't know
thinking
what's
maybe
going
if
on.
you like,
Yeah.
maybe I was like, you saw like the characters. And
I
like, oh.
only really remember the dwarf and Tosh. I don't remember, and I think the Asian lady.
Oh, yeah,
those are the only people
that's
that.
Balara,
Everybody
yeah.
else is kind of like blurry to me because
blurry.
I'm just not gonna play it.
Yeah, it's
know.
it unfortunately, because I'm so happy for the people that enjoy it. Like
It's hard to play it sometimes for me.
I'm just gonna wait for Avowed.
I
Avowed looks
was
more my speed anyway.
So upset last night because I only had a little bit of time to do anything. I was doing shit all day, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just. I stopped at a part where I was like, oh, this should be fun. I'm gonna talk to the Inquisitor, because you know how you know how you fucking you created the character. You know you're gonna interact with them. Have you not interacted with the Inquisitor?
No.
Well, you know you're going to. It's not a spoiler. Literally, when you're creating a character, you have to create the Inquisitor.
I don't really.
Did you not? Did you not?
I guess I just skipped past that. I guess.
Yeah. Look, when you're creating your character, there's a part where it says now create your Inquisitor, and then you go.
That's crazy. Okay, I'm actually excited. I'm actually excited now to do that. I don't remember seeing that
so
part.
I like it should it should be a spoiler at all, but like
Because I know they keep mentioning down south, and they're like, "Oh yeah, shit's popping off down there
Yeah.
too." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. I hope I
Okay.
get to see that." But
okay, all right, fair enough. But yeah, like so it's just said not a spoiler, but there was another you meet, and then it was the most. It's the second time you meet. It was the most meaningless thing. I was so mad that I was like, what was the point? The first one actually made sense. The
Right.
second one was literally, are you just filling time? This nigga is supposed to be doing really important shit, and then he just shows up and he's like, how's it going? Kind of a thing. And then you guys talk over coffee essentially. And I was like, what was that? I thought you were gonna give me some good shit or something,
Nope.
or bring a new person back in,
Nah.
or nope, no resources from the
Nope.
Yeah. So I'm so glad that get any nods in the game because honestly, look, man. I said I'm happy for the people that are enjoying the game. I'm gonna be candid right now, real quick. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't know what because there's
It's
actually
people who just didn't play Dragon Age, probably.
That has
the
to be
weird
it.
thing is there's enough connections to the old games in that game that I'm like, even those people, I'm like, how are you enjoying this? I
Because
know
they
they're
didn't
not
pl-
reading the codexes.
They didn't play it. They didn't play it. They watched someone review it. That has to be what it is.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, there's so much you couldn't understand. Because, nobody reads the codexes. Most people, I mean.
No.
Yeah.
I try, and then I'm just like...
If I completely forgot about something, I'll try to look like, oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Every time I find myself reading codexes in video games, I'm like, I start to get to it, it's like, I don't know this much about the real world. I'm not going to look into this.
Good.
The fuck is a waste of my fucking memory banks. Like, I know exactly how the Shaw Fujikawa slip space drive works in Halo because I knew who invented it. I don't need to know this. I don't know really who invented train tracks.
Yeah, it's good.
I feel like
it's a good
like
point.
maybe 11 people in the country know that.
Yeah, it's probably just people who specifically
train geeks.
Autistic
50-year-old train dads.
Some
Exactly.
motherfucker
With, like, model
really
trains.
loves Thomas the Engine, and his son is like, "Dad, please talk to me." And he's like,
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
shoos him away.
So yeah, I mean, so it's a couple of Dragon Age characters for you guys.
Yeah,
I think for me, like right now,
Yeah, what do you got?
is this dude. So I do have an example of one that got me to bail on a game entirely, or technically a DLC, but like there was Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and then there was Intergrade, which was like this DLC that connected Rebirth and Remake, and that centered around this character Yuffie. Yuffie sucks.
Yuffie is everything you hate about.
Yuffie is everything I hate about
anime.
Japanese games. She's mo-capped all stupid. She overacts every single fucking thing. She's one note. She's bland. She sucks. She's gay. Not even literally, just like
I think she's dope.
parentheses derogatory.
Yeah.
I think she's dope as fuck in a game, though. I think
She's fun to use in combat.
Dope as fuck in combat.
But like I hate whenever she speaks. Everything she says is because her whole character is like, I'm hunting for materia. And every line, without exaggeration, it's like, I'll go if there's materia. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch.
I literally, like, I made it about like an hour into that DLC and I was like, I cannot stomach this.
You know what's crazy?
I can't stomach
What's
it.
crazy
She's
is
in
that
Rebirth too.
There's so many good characters in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is insane.
And, well, yeah.
Nah, there's plenty of good characters.
Yeah.
I would tear that game down.
I think Cloud, Tifa, Barrett, and Aerith are good.
Cloud, and then yeah. So most of the cast,
Like 60% of them.
Red, you don't go to Red's part, right? Do you go to? Red
You have Red. So there's Red 13, Kate Sith.
But do you go to Red? Do you go to Red's part in the game? I don't think
I did
Red's
part.
His area with his home.
Yeah.
I thought that part wasn't cool as fuck.
I hated it immediately because like
I
so.
think
Let me
the controlling him part sucks.
Let me explain. There's spoilers for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, kind of, not really. About a specific character, Red 13, who is a fucking cat that can speak. It's like some fucking and not
He's
like
a cat
not
dog.
a chibi. He's like a leopard or something, like a wild animal that can
the
speak.
red dog from Final Fantasy VII. Did you play 7 at all? No. You know anything about it?
I was 7 was one of those ones that like
You were definitely young.
I never finished, and I would only I know enough, but I never.
Yeah.
Even the last time I tried to play, because I just.
Yeah,
it's a lot of game, man. Even
a lot
for
of
back
game.
then.
It's that's all. That's the only problem.
It's a lot of
too
game.
much.
But so that's a character, and he starts off the game. It turns out at some point in the game that he's been putting on a fake voice.
Well, yeah.
Throughout the game, like
Why?
because he wants you to respect him, and so like from the second you meet him to like 30 hours into Rebirth, he's using this like gruff kind of like serious voice, and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
And then immediately when he gets home, he's like, Mom, Dad. And I'm like, I've never turned. It reminded me of, you remember that character that Samwise played in Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Where like he like drops the gun in the stairwell and immediately dies. And like, even though I liked him before that, I was immediately like, no,
Yeah, like,
you're
fuck
dead
you.
to me.
I think it's funny because of the fact that it's
I feel that.
his species lives for like ever, literally. So it's like, how old are you? I'm like 98. It's like,
he's 48. According to the game,
years.
but he's like 16.
But in real world,
like,
he's like 60. He's a kid. He's like, I was trying to be tough, and it's like, that's silly.
I hate
That's
his
silly.
real voice.
That's crazy.
His real voice sucks.
But he doesn't speak in his real voice really often. He does in that one area, and then when you're back, does his voice change in the game? I don't
His
remember.
voice changes. I looked it up online. I looked up different.
I don't think it does, Chris.
All right,
I think you may
He
hear it
likes it.
sometimes.
Never mind.
But when you're
He likes
using
it.
him, Because I remember at the end of the game when you're doing like the final parts, he's talking as his older voice, and I'm like, what's the point of even revealing that?
Maybe
like I don't know why they revealed this.
I don't know.
It.
He switches.
JRPG.
Yeah,
he switches sometime, but like to me, it's like the fact that you did this at all makes me hate this character. Like I hate this character now. I hate him. He sounds terrible.
I understand.
I love the character. I think his whole entire part is really. I think controlling him is weird. You have to run up walls sideways.
You thought it was cool how like when he like
that's just weird.
When he saw his dad frozen in stone, he was like, "I'll make you proud, Dad," and the statue cries.
Yeah, I think that's
dude.
Cool.
I rolled my eyes so hard. I was like,
think
"This
that's definitely very anime," but it's like, I guess. Yeah. His dad's a crying rock dog.
I like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is
mad funny.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like I like it, but it sucks. Story wise, it sucks. Mondo dick.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I disagree. I think it's a really good story.
Okay, you like the crying statue?
I think it's like in the regular game, he's just talking to a statue. You know, you're like it doesn't get undercut by his fucking prepubescent fucking. I can't wait to jack off the anime girl's voice. But like,
I like Cloud, I like Barrett, I like Tifa, and I like Aerith. I like any interaction with those characters. But anybody else in that game really is the worst character from every other video game.
Did you meet Vincent?
No.
Vincent? Yeah, that's later on, I think. Vincent's fucking. That is his whole character is being cool though. That's
I don't know. Like, do you know Kate Sith? Do you know that character?
Probably. I'd have to see the picture.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
I want you specifically. I want your reaction to this. I want you to Google Kate Sith, because when I saw this for the first time, I literally sat on my couch and shat in defiance. I was so fucking mad. Look up so CAIT. Space HITH.
Spells it like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's Kate. It's not Cat.
Okay, Kate Sith.
Dumbest fucking design in the galaxy.
That character
it is in the game.
Yeah, he's walking alongside Cloud Strife.
Oh, that's a he. You saying?
I don't know.
Oh,
I assume
it's a he. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, see that's unfortunate.
Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Do you see that Kingdom Hearts ass shit?
Here's the
That's
problem.
Kingdom Hearts.
I know.
Kingdom Hearts is Final Fantasy ass shit.
To this question, those characters are things that would 100% make me stay away from a game. Yeah. Like when I see something that it couldn't be. It is so far removed from something that could appeal to me. That like I'm like I don't want to encounter that thing ever.
No,
and that's
wait till you hear his voice.
And see, I have
what is he, Irish?
He's like Scottish retarded or something like that. He's like
Cloud Strife. It's the honorable Cloud Strife.
Oh, wow, Cloud, what are you doing here?
It's a problem that I have that I know I've missed some games that are probably really good.
Yeah.
But just there's some characters that I'm like, this is not even remotely for me, and God damn it, I have
nostalgia. I think that's where I stand. Where I'm like, I played this when I was younger, so this doesn't bother me because I already know this
Here's
exists.
the thing. Within the context of itself, it's good, but it's like it's constantly fighting you. It's like it wants you to not like it. You know what I mean? Where it's like the combat's really good, and like Cloud and Barrett and all these characters, these are really cool characters. But like, things are going too well. Throw a cat in there.
Yeah,
and make him like not even the same style as the rest of the people in it. It's the most jarring shit.
Full of stuff like that, you know, I get,
but not the main cast.
I understand what you mean. Right? I understand what you mean. Where it's like it's like juxtaposition. I think that's the point. It's like the party forming the party. You're like, there's always in everything that there's a big part of them. It's always one motherfucker, like or a few motherfuckers that are like, you're not even the same species as me.
No, there isn't. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
this is only a problem in Japanese games.
In Western things, there's like
in Mass Effect.
Well, Mass Effect.
There's just a circle. There's just a fucking circle with a smiley face running around.
There's not a circle with a smiley face around, but there's literally like aliens.
Shepard.
There's like that'd be funny as fuck. There's a whole ass Krogan. I don't know if I could not speak
imagine
to
if
a
that was
Krogan.
Edie would be some stupid cat. If this was a Japanese fucking production.
it'd be toned up to 11. Because there's different species of motherfuckers. Like I don't know. Like
no. I understand different species.
Yeah.
But the Krogan are weird, but they make sense in the reality of Mass Effect.
I agree.
Kate Sith makes no sense.
He's just
and it's just dumb. Like just looking, I don't know anything about this character.
I think Kate Sith is such a silly fucking stupid character.
He sucks.
That's kind of the point, though, huh?
Like as a character to use.
No, he's like the most broken. But you gotta gotta know how to play him. I swear to God,
I refuse.
He's like insane. He does so much damage. It's really stupid. But like, I'm not gonna want to play as that character. I agree. I was playing as one of this nigga's a fucking dumbass cat with a puppet. I don't want this shit. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's look at that. That's Japanese media. Man. That's just what they do. They have to do it.
That's One Piece. One Piece is fucking. One Piece's art style is that the art style doesn't match. It's One Piece's art style. It's
no one's drawn correctly.
It's interesting that
not correctly. It's just differently.
I'm just joking.
It's interesting that that's what the Veilguard kind of feels like a little bit. Where almost like they were drawing from inspiration because in the games prior, they didn't have anything stupid like that. It was just a Western RPG, very grounded.
Yeah.
And then this game, they put in the servant Manfred, who's the hissing skeleton. And then even though I do like the Griffin Hassan, but like it's just these cute things that is shoved in the game that were never in any of the games before. And like, I like Hassan because he's actually cool. But another thing, what is that MacGuffin dagger that you have that you can do shit that your look?
Oh, they have a Star Wars like MacGuffin dagger.
So like your parties basically. You look at your party members have special abilities that can help you traverse certain areas, and if they're not there, your dagger just does it.
Wait, really? It does it all the time?
It is so. I've only seen It's convenient, but it's just stupid.
That's so
I could lift the rocks.
No, you can do everything. That one time. You can literally
lift the rocks.
Everything. So if the party member's not there, let's say for example, this thing needs to be exploded with fire, which Toth is a fire-breathing fucking Kunari. The fucking dagger will do it. The dagger shows up. You take it out, and then fire just goes boom. I need Hassan to take down a thing so I can jump on this platform. He's nowhere in sight. Dagger summons Hassan.
Wait. Hold on.
I don't know how you didn't know this.
Because I've never really. Because the thing is that
I don't know what you're doing in this game for 20 hours.
Those moments haven't really come up a ton to me. Like I understand. I remember I did it with Harding's rocks, where I lifted the rocks.
Yeah. So you're not doing like the area. Oh, well, I want to hear.
There's a. Hassan's in this?
Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan Piker the Griffin. And then he like you can pet Hassan, and he does that laugh. Have you ever heard? Terrorism. Free Moss.
Have you seen this cool music video?
He didn't mean to be. I think he's just being. There's a moment of stupidity, but I get it.
I think he's being completely. What's the word I'm looking for when you're pretending? He's playing dumb. Yeah. That's what he. Hassan's doing a very good job. Look. Unfortunately, Ethan Klein's kind of losing his mind. Unfortunately, like his audience, there are channels that are dedicated to his podcast that have like they checked out, and I was like, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's having a hard time,
man. He's having a hard time.
I like Ethan. He's been nice to me.
Right. That's
I like Gila. I like Gila especially is very nice. I don't know what I feel like they're going through something.
They're definitely having
they're very
a rough
clearly
patch,
like because at a certain point you got to just maybe relax,
dude. Stop.
Unplug.
Everybody wants them to just stop. Like it's like guys, like you guys, like specifically Ethan, because Hila will say stuff, in defense or whatever, but like it's like, hey man. And then I'll catch a little bit of Hassan's thing, and he's like, "Well, what do you say now?" Like it was one of those things where he's like, "What happened this time?" And man, I tried to reach out to him a long time ago. I mean, I wouldn't try right now.
Me too. I tried a while ago.
He seems like he's checked out. Other than he's doing the thing where he just uses the internet, but he doesn't like interact with it anymore. Yeah. So like at a certain point, I know a lot of people just kind of do that. But it's getting weird. It even ended up on Philip DeFranco's show. Like it got big enough to where Phil DeFranco talked about it. I didn't think he would because I thought it wasn't like is important enough. I guess. Yeah. And I think his audience were like, hey, and he's like, fine, I'm fucking dude. Phil DeFranco's looking kind of sexy.
What?
Have you seen him lately?
No, I haven't seen him.
No, like I was watching. He's like
a grown man.
He's fucking like cut.
Oh, is he like ripped?
Thin, and like he was wearing in the summer he was wearing tank tops, and he would sit like this specifically with his arms like crossed, so you can really see the definition.
You gotta maximize. You gotta get your
dude. Totally. I was like, this motherfucker's putting.
You gotta get it
on
video, so so there's proof.
Yeah. I didn't realize how big he was until he showed like. He's like, oh, during the pandemic, like, you know, it's either in the pandemic, you either got buff or you got fat. And
Yeah.
like, I saw him and I was like, I literally didn't realize because you're just used to seeing someone. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's just him. And then I was like, oh.
Like I have a very vivid memory of Philip DeFranco.
Yeah.
And like from the few times that I'd seen him in person.
Yeah. He got kind of big. I didn't. Let me
Yeah,
see if I can.
I had no idea.
I still remember him from 08. You know, like making
That's
content
crazy.
then. Like,
I do remember that the SXE Phil. Yeah, I remember. I remember back
Is
then.
that almost 20? That's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, YouTube. I mean, YouTube's almost 20 years old. It's got.
Holy shit.
It's 18 years old now.
Holy
I think.
shit.
It's I'm not doing the math. Look, he got kind of up there. I had no idea. And
I had no idea he was ever that fat. To be honest,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was
chunky back in the day.
like, you got this big. But yeah, I guess. And now he's all sexy. He's probably cheating on his wife like crazy.
That's a crazy. I like you, Phil. That's crazy.
That's the Lord's
There's
work.
no
man.
way
That's
he
the
watches this podcast or listens.
That's
So
the Lord's work, man.
He's got eyes and ears everywhere, man.
that'd be
I
crazy.
feel like he has to. I feel like
If he-
someone like him that's been doing this shit forever.
Well, I remember specifically once he like. I know he's vaguely aware. I don't know if he knows about. Maybe he doesn't know about the show. But like I remember because he. Do you remember like when I made that sarcastic video in the car
about fucking Batman?
Yeah, about Batman being too woke because they put a black lady in it.
Oh,
And I
right.
put my sunglasses on and my hat on and I sat in the front seat of my car.
Right.
Making fun of that guy.
Yeah.
There was a guy. Yeah, because there was somebody doing that, right?
Because he was like, every person in the movie that's half decent is black.
Yeah.
All
The bad people were black. All the bad people were white.
I was like, that's not.
It's not
Did you
even
watch
true.
the
It's not
movie?
It's not even remotely
fucking
true.
idiot.
What
You
about
mean the-
Batman?
The hero's a white man.
The main
character's
character.
a white man.
But yeah.
People would fuck if Batman was fucking black.
Well, he is.
Shut up.
If they made Bruce Wayne, first of all, I'm someone that's like really sort of not a big problem with like legacy characters. I don't really care that much. I think it's like we've had them for a long time. In fact, a few of the best characters from comics are legacy characters.
Yeah. Wait. Why are you talking about legacy characters?
But the idea of making a character like making straight up a black man Bruce Wayne would bother people so bad. Why are you near me? Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. At this point, I feel like it's the only direction to go in. Because, like, look, they rebooted him to like What If right now, right?
I think.
And I'm like,
Brain Wasey, the black Bruce Wayne.
Wasey.
Brain Wasey is fucking
That is
hilarious.
Master Wine. You're looking mighty black today.
It's just Uncle Phil and fucking Jeffrey.
It's always Uncle Phil.
Are we? Did we just invent a new extra ammo?
Maybe.
Black man.
I feel like we did
black
this already
man?
somehow.
We didn't know black man when the guy's scared of black people, so he becomes what you
Oh,
call.
yeah,
we did
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that idea so much.
Master Wine.
Master Black.
Master Black.
Master Black.
Here's
That implies that he calls him Master Bat. In like Batman.
No, his name is Blackman. It's Derek, in fact.
Oh, it's just Derek.
It's Der- Don't touch me, Alfred. I'm scared of fucking everything.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. The Game Awards, whatever. I don't think Shadow of the Ocean should be there. I think Helldivers got snubbed crazy. Like I get the argument where it's like, oh well, they didn't listen to their community and they kind of fucked the game up. It's like I don't even think that necessarily matters because that game was the hugest thing in the world for like 3 straight
so
months.
big.
It was crazy.
No acknowledgement of Power World either.
Yeah.
Power World was pretty fucking massive. Dude.
Yeah, Power World was pretty big too.
Because Pokemon was like, hey.
Well, Pokemon
You
now.
acknowledge this shit will
After a
kill
while,
you.
they were like,
I have kind of the minority opinion though on like what game of the year is or what game of the year should be. Game of the year should be the game that defines the year. I don't think it necessarily needs to be like the best one. You know what I mean?
I feel like those go hand to hand so often, but yeah, I agree.
Not necessarily like because I think 2016 easily Pokemon Go. You know what I mean? Like Pokemon Go was 2016's game of the year. Like unquestionably.
It was that and Overwatch. So yeah, in fact, Overwatch 1 is it makes sense, but
It makes sense for Overwatch to win. I'm just saying like Pokemon Go should be in that category. Like it should have been up there because it's just like
I understand.
that was like that was crazy.
yeah, it was.
I hated it.
I tried
But,
it. I mean, it got me to try it. That's
Yeah,
big.
me too.
I downloaded it. I contributed it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and so the fact that like I don't know, Black Myth Wukong I think deserves to be there, even though it got 80. That was definitely like a big game for sure. Like it had like millions of people playing.
Yeah.
First Chinese game. Like that's a pretty big deal.
I think that game should win for art design. I think art design. I think character design. Stuff like that. I think it's fucking amazing. I think this is the way Sun Wukong. I mean, the Black Myth. Is that his name? I guess.
I guess he's Black Myth because he's not soon.
His fucking design is insane, especially the end fight with him when you fight the other monkey version of him, the bigger.
Yeah,
it's just bigger him, which is so.
It's just a fucking monkey,
really
though.
It's just a monkey. And I guess there's also, if you're aware of the legend, like the mythology, you've seen you've seen that many times.
Yeah.
Even like something like Monkey Magic, the show. It was very you kind of seen this many times.
If you watch Dragon Ball,
you have an idea.
If you watch Dragon Ball
specifically,
if you watch Dragon Ball, you have a rough idea of it. Like it's still Dragon Ball is like pretty far removed from everything.
Yeah, it's only like loosely based on it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Black Myth Wukong made me really want. I don't really have a convenient way to play this game, but like it made me want to go back and play Odyssey, Journey to the West. Did you ever play that?
I didn't play it.
Weird game. But it's like based on the same thing. It's based on the Monkey King.
Okay, is it?
Yeah, it's literally like called Odyssey to the West.
Journey of the West.
Journey of the West,
yeah,
or something
Journey
like
of the
that.
West.
I don't remember exactly what the game's called. It was a really weird like Ninja Theory game, I think.
Interesting.
I could be wrong about it.
Good. It's Ninja Theory, knowing them.
It was weird. It was a weird fucking game, but I remember really liking it.
Look, man, Black Myth. I feel like I don't know if anybody else has said this. They must have, because I didn't really see very many reviews about Black Myth, but I was extremely underwhelmed that I didn't fight any of those giant gods in the very beginning, which almost seems like that's the point of them being there, because they all fuck you up. They get Sun Wukong killed by fucking his ass up, and then that guy finishes him off, right?
Putting him under a mountain.
And so I'm like, oh, I can't wait to fuck those dudes up. That's gonna be a crazy ass battles or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was thinking, Azura's Wrath. Where you're fighting some big ass fucking
game was
deities.
Crazy.
That's a fun game.
Jalen loves that game.
I think that game looks cool. I think that game plays like fucking shit. I think that game plays like a fucking...
The parts where you're not fighting the bosses are the dumbest fucking... It almost feels like I need a gun.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. Like, it's like you're on this like platform, and then it's just you're in this one area, and it's weird.
I think the cutscenes from that game carry that game way higher than it needs to. Way like harder than I think anything.
It's fun to watch.
It's mostly QTE stuff. It's
That
fun
shit
as
is
shit.
fucking
It's
cool.
still fun as fuck.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good.
Punching someone so hard their fucking mask falls up and they start crying and cowering.
Dude, this
It's
motherfucker-
hilarious.
I do want to say,
Yeah.
the ending, because I did look up the ending of Black Myth Wukong out of curiosity. It's a really baffling ending.
I think
the fact that
Go ahead.
the fact that like Black Myth blinks and then Desmond Miles wakes up is so stupid.
That would be crazy. That would be.
He wakes up and you hear dun 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 dun.
You wake up and Kratos is running. Black Myth wakes up and Kratos is storming through his village looking for him. And you're like,
Wait,
no.
why?
It's me,
What?
Desmond.
He kills gods. What?
I have returned. It's me. And who the fuck are you?
I'm the Assassin's Creed.
I am the Assassin's Creed.
And I'm here to kill you. And Black Myth is like, what's happening?
He's like, hey, why are you in my game?
I like the idea. I like the idea of the
Storms
Animus.
I love
I like
it.
the idea of the Animus taking him back to his ancestors, and his ancestors fucking
Is fucking this
Sun
asshole.
Wukong.
And it's like,
It makes
what
no
type of-
sense even
in
remotely.
that universe, it kind of makes sense.
I would
One of the what are those
would that redeem
idiotic
Ubisoft?
aliens called again? What are those fucking aliens that are just people? And they're like, oh, they're pretty much the gods. What do they call the species of them?
Are you talking about the
Italians?
engineers?
No.
In like Assassin's Creed.
Well, no, all of this.
The Italians?
It was.
I don't remember the story,
For
to
a
be
while,
honest.
it was.
What game are you talking
in
about?
Assassin's Creed, right? The all of the gods in like Odyssey and stuff like that. They're a species. I forgot what they're called, but they just showed up, started doing god shit here eventually, and you base all the deities off of them. I watched a fucking like an hour-long video about it, and I was like, "This series is so retarded." It's
When you say
insane.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, there was
Like all of them, and it's like because the aliens make the Animus for you, if I'm not mistaken, right in the very beginning.
I don't think
I
that's
thought
true.
they changed that.
Is that real?
I look at they had so
Did
so
the
here's-
aliens make the Animus?
So there was a whole thing.
There was a retcon in it.
I don't know if let's put it this way. I could not, and I mean this, I could not care less about the Animus at all. You want to talk about fucking immersion breaking? That is the ultimate default.
Yeah,
immersion
because
break.
you're doing your
Just
thing and then
by
you're pulled
default.
the fuck out and you're like, oh,
So-
I just died 4 times and killed 17 people and now I just gotta, I don't know, go to brunch with my fucking cousin.
So they're well aware of it. I think when I played Odyssey, I think maybe get pulled out like 3 times or something. It's so little that like I was like, all right, fair enough.
I
Because
didn't even think they still were doing the
Pulling
anime.
you
because it's
out
still
is
you're still
insane.
going in like this bitch is looking for stuff.
I thought they abandoned it entirely.
I wish they did.
When
I wish-
Desmond died, didn't they? I thought, does
No.
Desmond become an assassin himself or is he just kind of like,
He just-
Desmond?
he
No,
just
as
died.
much as like I loved
he just dies.
as much as I loved
He
Black
trained-
Flag, you're still stepping in and out of the fucking animes.
Yeah, but at least that's like that was kind of an interesting one though, because at least that was like, all right, Desmond's gone. It's just you're stepping into the animus. Like, okay, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
whatever.
I'm some dickhead.
you know.
And there were still some interesting arcs to it and stuff, but I just didn't really care.
I can't.
Because it was interesting at first, and then people are like, no, I just want to be in, like, let's see what they do with I don't know what they did with what was the last one that just came out? Mirage.
Mirage was the last
Like,
one, and now
I wonder if there was any animus stuff in that.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Was there animus stuff in the Viking one?
I'm sure there was. I just don't remember. That game fucking, they missed the mark hard.
Yeah, the animus is weird because I
Maybe
do
it's the
think
mark hard on that one.
I do think the whole feature thing is part of why that series was so interesting in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning.
But
yeah.
I also feel like it's one of those things where it's like they could have abandoned it a lot sooner.
They
Like
yeah,
it's a good
100%.
way to get eyes, because that was what was jarring to me about it, or what was so cool about it was just like, oh, it's like a sci-fi, it's a sci-fi game and a like alternate history game. That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Like that's like
They're
never.
called the Isu or the Isu. Everyone that's like when you meet Thor and fucking Loki and shit like that, and you meet all the fucking
In Assassin's
Rock
Creed
and
2?
them. Not in Assassin's Creed 2 and like Assassin's Creed series. I think they're what they're
Assassin's Creed 2 is the only one though.
Oh, okay, crazy. There's only 2. The first one was 2.
Yeah.
It was 2 and then Brotherhood.
Interesting. Only
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any aliens, man.
They weren't aliens in the sense that they looked like fucking a different species. They looked like humans, but they had like alien, that godlike abilities, and they were from a
Is that
different
the same
place.
people that gave you the fucking apple?
I think so.
Well, that's what like it was like that was it was tied to
Apple
that
of
shit
Eden,
or
right?
something. Yeah, it was
like,
tied to that shit.
Like those motherfuckers.
You had to
yeah.
find those like things and stitch that together, showing them escaping the Garden of Eden or whatever in the first game. If you remember that,
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." And then as it went on, I was like, "I don't care about this at all," because the world is so interesting that they fucked up by making the world so interesting. Really,
Yeah,
because I don't care about
you don't
the
care about
anime
the
stuff.
future.
Yeah,
and they don't do anything with the future. The thing that I remember being pumped about was like, oh, I get it. Like they're kind of doing like you're gonna go back in time, and then the third game or whatever is gonna be like you're in the future and you've like.
Yeah,
got
now you're
all
gonna
these
be
skills,
doing-
and then you get to, or like you're in the present, and you get to play like a contemporary Assassin's Creed game,
Yes.
like in today.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be interesting. And the more, and then they just never did it. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, I'd just rather play Splinter Cell or something.
yeah.
Like-
They almost did
like
it in 3, where you're like climbing shit.
As Desmond, right
And
before
then,
you get shot, right?
then he explodes. You remember he sacrifices himself or something like, and he explodes, and then he dies.
How does he do that?
I remember
His force of will.
number 3 sucks, so I have vague memory of it. It was so underwhelming. They'll do something really well and then they'll miss the mark.
It's such a shame. Like 3, you know what's a shame about 3 too is that 3 is a vibe, man.
Yeah.
Like colonial America is such a weird place to place a game, and it's
Yeah.
so interesting and it's so unlike anything.
we all had
And then it sucks.
we had high expectations for it that because of that, right? We're like, oh, this is gonna be so cool. We all were like, oh, obviously Da Vinci was your guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Ben Franklin this time. Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
I was
Who
like,
was
what-
it? Who was your homie?
It was just Uncle Ruckus.
This is a racist man.
I don't even
I don't know. I
remember.
don't think they had anybody.
Yeah, you were just like, first of all,
They had the DLC with King Washington or whatever,
Yes, that
Yeah.
did happen.
which sounded cool, but I never bothered
played
with it because I hated the game so much.
The base game sucked.
care-
It wasn't good enough.
I care so little about that franchise.
It's like,
I
oh, here's
played-
the tea party, and then like it was so underwhelming. Nothing. I fucked up a few people, and I was like, that felt like nothing happened.
I care
You know,
so
like-
little about that series. Like that's a series that like people talk about. Like I'm like I played the first 2, thought that was cool. Stop playing them.
I don't think at this point, and
I just
the way that they're even doing it,
Like Colonial America doesn't sound cool to me at all because I know about Colonial America. Like I'm not encyclopedic, but like
to me, it's like I
I
know
heard
about,
about that shit all the time.
I know about many things, but I still
that's
would
insane.
like to.
You know about feudal Japan? Does that mean
Yeah,
you're not
I still
interested
wanna
in feudal
navigate
Japan?
it.
but feudal Japan seems more magical than Colonial America to me. You know, This is because of the fact I'm
Because
American.
you're racist.
Did you say magical?
Yeah, more like
There's nothing magical about feudal Japan at all.
No, but it's I didn't say it seems more magical to me because of the fact it's like
because he's a racist
it's almost
person.
like a world away, you know.
And he doesn't think that it's actual people over there. He thinks it's like a bunch of Smurfs doing fucking.
You're saying it, not me, but like I'm just. It feels cooler. It's like how stories.
Yeah,
take
how do
place
they even
in Europe.
see? You saying that?
How are their eyes like?
You
Why
say-
is it magic that they're like that? Like,
You
who did
saying that makes sense though. You saying it cool. Yes, feudal Japan is infinitely cooler than colonial America. That is by far.
That's why I don't
By far.
I just don't care. Like I don't know. That's my opinion though.
I
Like,
think people have a certain. You used up all of your bullshit franchises. I think because you stayed with Pokemon far too long.
By that age, yeah, my bullshit was already in other things. So I was like,
You already were like, I'm already sticking with this thing that I'm denying is shit for many, many years. I don't have room for another one.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's
same thing with
that's
Call of
true.
Duty for a lot of people.
That's true. Yeah, they play all
and
the Call of
Assassin's Creed
Duties.
was that thing for a lot of people too. I played the first one, the second one, and then Brotherhood, and I liked all. I didn't like the first. The first one I thought was interesting, but the second one I was like, this is dope. And then Brotherhood was even better because it was way shorter.
I thought Ezio was cool. I thought it was mad fucking cool. Like, this guy's
Ezio's
dope.
a great character, like straight up. Like
that's
like,
why they made fucking 3 games with him.
Yeah.
They kept bringing him back.
The only consistent character, the Mirage guy was in the Viking one, so he helps you out. Yeah. So he exists before.
Where's Mirage located?
It's in I think it's in Aranagan.
So
the fuck is Aranagan?
Aranagan.
Iran
again.
again.
It's in Iran again.
Iran.
Then Iran. So I think it's in there again. It could be Afghanistan. I forget. It doesn't
Goes
matter.
to fucking Scandinavia.
Yeah, so he's there,
Whatever.
helping you out. I mean, hey,
It happened.
Those
People
motherfuckers
did
got
like that.
those motherfuckers got around, man. It's just the Viking one. It reminds me of Veilguard in a way that as an RPG, it is so scaled down in a way that say Odyssey was heavily enjoyable as an RPG. It's funny. To me, it's one of those games I feel like shouldn't exist in Ubisoft because it tickled every fancy that I wanted in RPG. Yeah. It's one of those where I'm like, this game is surprisingly way funner than it should be. The weapons, the combat, the story, the choices, the scene. Like I was like, this doesn't make sense. And I think because of them being Ubisoft, it didn't get the recognition that it should have gotten.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking forward to that Assassin's Creed game, to be honest with you. I feel like it's like a Call of Duty situation where it's like I haven't played Assassin's Creed in so long.
Yeah.
And they are focusing on stealth again, or at least like more than they ever have with this one. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? I'll give it a shot.
I'm always down to play as a female samurai.
God, I
you know?
hope they nail it, man.
They're not.
I don't think they will. It'll be like-
Stop.
but
They're not. Well,
I just want to play something. Man,
Ubisoft just can't do it, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on with them.
I don't know.
If it's not Far Cry, they can't do it. Like,
How are they like? Shouldn't they? Yeah, Far Cry is the only thing that's been. I guess people were a little bit let down with 6, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
bad.
but it wasn't like bad.
Yeah. But yeah, Far Cry is the only thing that has been consistent for them. That's fucking crazy.
Far Cry is probably what they Blood Dragon was so ridiculous.
That was cool as shit.
That I was like, this is
Was
so
Blood Dragon like the fucking racing one or something like that?
No.
The motocross one. I remember playing a Far Cry game and there was like a motocross.
No, it's like the cyberpunk 80s like shoegazy type of shit.
Yeah, it was like you played as like an 80s action hero and like you had like a button to flip people off and you had like a robot hand and you had like laser guns and you fought T-Rexes.
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Because it was like the whole thing was like it was like a Far Cry 3 like 80s kind of action movie standalone DLC, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
it was actually a little challenging too. If you weren't like, if you're looking to just kind of like just breeze through it, it was like you kind of had like it was one of those things where I was like, I thought I was gonna play just sitting back, and I was like, oh wait, hold on a second. I'm like, I'm getting fucked up kind of bad, and I had to like pay attention.
It's one of the best.
engaging.
It's one of the best standalone DLCs I think I've probably ever played. Like
It's very cool. I think I would probably have to agree with that. Yeah.
because I can't think of one.
I can't think of many standalone DLCs. So
There are very many, right?
Yeah, there's like the infamous Second Son had one. I think. I think.
Oh no, Second Son was.
I think
was it? Second Son's DLC ends where the game begins.
I can't. Like, was there a Last of Us standalone DLC? Uncharted was it
Uncharted?
Uncharted Lost Legacy? I think was what it was called.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's on Steam right now? It's like you could play the fourth
I think
one in
so.
something.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's. I don't know. Should we get into questions?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, video games are terrible.
We all knew this year was going to be a little, last year was
weird.
so good.
Yeah.
That's why I knew some people were like, I don't think Black Wukong's gonna be game of the year. I was like, bro, it's light this year. It's gonna get it's just because it's light, it's gonna be there.
It'll be Rebirth or Black Myth.
I think it's gonna be Erdtree. I think it's gonna be Erdtree without a doubt.
I think
that's just such a
I just think it would be such a bad move.
Yeah, probably, but whatever. I mean,
fuck innovation. Who gives a shit? Why? Let's not focus on new IPs. Let's just make dope ass DLCs.
I also just don't.
I don't think a dope game.
I also just think personally, like it's kind of not that good.
I think it's amazing.
Do you think it's better than Elden Ring?
No.
Well, then no. Well,
I don't know. I think it's still great though, but it's not better than Elden Ring now.
Okay.
You don't have as many characters or like areas, or there's varying areas, but it's just not as good as Elden Ring, the first one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it deserves
the first game is like.
It definitely deserves best DLC.
Elden Ring did.
Yeah.
I think that game did damage to the gaming world, but not on purpose.
I don't know.
Every game that comes out is like that. It's gonna be like,
Well, I guess it did introduce the world to Souls-like games, right?
Yeah, more broadly.
Yeah.
Like if you make a game anywhere similar to that, that's not at that quality, so I'm like, well, this isn't this forever now.
To me, it's just fascinating that like that is a game where really, I mean, realistically, there wasn't like the amount of effort that is put into it with like all of the old, a lot of the moves that have been reused, the sounds that have been reused.
Oh yeah, they reuse all sorts of
so
shit.
much like the amount of
they've never denied that. That's the thing.
But I know, but nobody denies that.
Yeah, and
no developer denies it. But then when God of War will like reuse the boat animation, because why would you redo the boat animation? Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
what the hell.
That to me, it's like the pass that like From Software gets a lot of passes too.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I think
easily.
Yeah.
I agree. I think they get a lot of passes, but I think for me, it's just like.
I just find it funny.
I think all of the there's a lot of reuse in that game, undeniably 100%. If you've played them, especially, I think that's probably a thing. A lot of people didn't play the other Souls games, and it kind of came into this when they're not paying attention to like that's a frame from Dark Souls 3, literally, or like that's a frame like that role is probably the same role from like Dark Souls 2,
of course,
like stuff like that.
It's yeah.
I think that's why Sekiro was like so interesting. Where it felt refreshing actually.
Yeah. That was entirely new, that game.
Especially like the sword clashing sound.
Oh, dude, I love Sekiro, man.
Oof. I really like Sekiro until I play the game. I think that game is so.
Wait, what does that mean?
I like the aesthetic of it is really really cool. I think the way you kill people, how like you get the fucking like red dot and then you stomp on their throats and you stab them like it's fucking brutal.
Yeah, so the gameplay. Yeah.
But I think like I think that game is so wildly easy until certain points. It's like this is.
You think so?
I think that game's very easy. I think most of the Souls games by now for me, I've been playing them for like almost 12 years.
I guess that there's a lot of
for
people
sure. Like
I guess there's a lot of people
you've been playing them for
exactly
12
12 years.
There's a lot of people that
Halo
say
on
that
Legendary is a breeze for me.
For sure.
People forget about that.
Yeah,
they say, "Oh, this is easy." I'm like, it's not easy. You're just good.
No. I understand that, but I feel like just the sword clashing mechanic is a little too lenient at times. Like the parry mechanic. And I think it leads to moments where you're just like aimlessly hitting it to just the fucking, you're like ting 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 ting. And I'm like, it's still lit as fuck hearing the fucking swords clash.
I don't know,
but it's like I think it's very good. Also, I think it has a horrible final boss. I think the final boss in that game is so fucking bad.
I actually don't remember. It's been too long.
Ishin, the nigga you kill 3-4 times in the game.
Oh, right.
And then he spits up another dude. Right. You're like, what? Dude, die.
I mean,
wasn't bad though. Wasn't bad.
Think
not bad.
About Gwyn. And like let's be
Gwen's 13 kids in different timelines.
I don't know.
No shade. I
think
that's my only
critique. Underwhelming.
Elden Ring is fun. Like from games are funny because like there's so many bosses that they have the best fights and the absolute worst fights that I've ever played in any of them.
Yeah,
dude. Like the second I got to the Godskin Noble, I was like, this sucks.
Dude, objectively, Dark Souls 3, I think it's the Deacon of the Deep or something like that. You're in like it's just a bunch of church niggas just standing around, and then you just gotta like you kill one of them, and then its soul goes into another.
And you gotta just kill them throughout the thing.
How is this a boss? It's literally just hack and slash. It's so stupid.
It's just don't get hit once because they're all gonna butt fuck you.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's such a stupid boss. I'm like, what is this? But
then they have bosses like the Nameless fucking King. Where just like, this is
where
crazy.
You're like, fuck you.
This is lit as shit. Or then there's fucking...
Dark Eater Midir was probably the one that fucking dragon in the Ring City DLC.
Midir made people fucking lose their minds.
That shit was fucking annoying.
Getting
but
him.
It's one of those things, though, I do long for it because I've beaten a handful of dragons in Veilguard. And two of them, especially this OP dragon that you'll encounter, I was like, damn, this motherfucker has so much HP.
Dude, the first dragon you fight...
It was the same pattern from another one that I beat, so I'm like, oh, I just have to do it longer now. Because it was the same pattern. It pissed me off because this dragon was supposed to be... This was the best dragon in the game. And it was the same pattern as another dragon. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
The fight with the first dragon made me so upset because I was just getting killed so fast. And I was like, am I not like... is my armor fucked? Like, is something wrong? Like, what am I doing wrong? And then
that's usually the case, you know.
No, it wasn't.
What was the case
just,
for you?
You can't try to. It rationalized video games. Like, that's a dragon, my guy. You're not supposed to be taking hits and trading blows with a dragon. Especially like I'm a rogue. Like I'm not supposed to be like out here boxing a dragon. I'm supposed to be smart. Like, I kept sundering it, and that's what fucking shat on it. Okay. I kept sundering the fuck out of it and blowing it up. But I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And then find out you're not gonna finish that fight. You don't even finish that fight. It leaves, and you're like,
that actually made my dick very soft.
Okay, I guess
that made my dick incredibly soft. That you just slap that dragon and then it flies away.
All right.
Yeah.
I was just like, how do you do it?
Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I like how you just couldn't care less at all.
I'm trying to get time.
Oh,
we're an hour and a half.
Well, let's end it.
All right, bye guys. Remember, you can ask questions over at patreon.com/snarktank as well. Give us your questions, and we'll read them on the show if they're good and they don't make me mad. Schindler's List is a comedy wrote in. It says, "What's up, Chris, Derek, and weird ass chia seed drinker."
Oh, yeah.
So my father went to high school with P. Diddy himself.
Yo,
I have video proof of the yearbook if needed.
That's crazy.
Do you guys know any people that knew some crazy famous people at some point? Also, as someone who lives an hour north from he said the NY city, which is a strange thing for somebody who lives that close to call it, but like I'll believe you. This is kind of like the German, what is it? The Inglourious Bastards, when the guy gives himself away by using the wrong 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
It's like, I live this close to the NY city. He's like, the NY city, huh?
How do you do?
No one says that.
Is there a weird way to give?
No one says that.
Have you not seen this movie?
I don't remember it though.
Inglourious Bastards, where like they're undercover as Germans.
Oh yeah,
across and he gives the English 3 because in England and America you do this, but in German you do this. And he gives himself away, and then he gets shot in the dick, literally. And
oh my god, that's the downstairs scene, right? Everything falls apart.
Yeah. This is the basement.
With Fassbender, yeah, I got it now. Remember, it's all back to me now.
Fassbender.
Don't do it, Magneto.
But anyway, he says, as somebody who lives an hour north from the New York City, most people, including me, think any way past Albany is upstate. Albany is upstate, but
the people from New York call everything's above Yonkers upstate, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean they're not wrong.
In a city.
They're not necessarily wrong. So oh man, like that is, first of all, that's crazy that if your dad went to high school with you. I feel like we had another write-in like years ago that was like something similar, right?
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, like their dad, like Tobey Maguire, or someone's dad used to bully Tobey Maguire. Was that it? Do you remember that?
I don't.
It was like a write-in.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah, it was or something like he has pictures of him in like a trash can or something like that.
Imagine copping a flick with your old ass fucking big ass camera.
And it's Tobey Maguire bleeding out. It's teenage Tobey Maguire bleeding out in a high school cafeteria trash can.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just hurt.
So we need. My friend, I can't remember, cousin maybe, RuPaul, I think. My friend Cameron, I think his cousin's RuPaul. I think that's like the closest.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's like the closest thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I have.
I don't know if I have anything, but like nothing really, like nothing crazy. Like,
yeah, you told about something of a show, like Good Times. What was it?
What you call? Yeah, my So Welcome Back, Mr. Carter.
Oh yeah,
that guy is my grandma's cousin. I think technically Felicia Rashad is related to my grandma too. Technically, I think her grandma and my grandma's mom are cousins. And then I know Romeo Santos. That's about it.
I don't know, man. I'm sure at a certain point, like maybe like 6 years ago, I've had things like this and I would have remembered them, but now it's just kind of like it's trivialized a little bit, just based on just the degree of separation that we have to people.
Particularly people that, because like, I'm not around my family enough to even have like stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, so like Creator Clash was that moment for me. I was like, oh, the world's kind of small and none of this, like, whatever. Oh, my cousin's this person's cousin. Like, all right, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna run into these people at some point, and it's just kind of like
I think living in New York, particularly since that city's also so fucking on top of each other, people just be knowing people sometimes, man. Like, because I've seen famous people so many times in New York. I was in like a fucking bodega and I saw Method Man, and I was like, and everybody was calm except for me. I was like, what the fuck? That's like, Method Man.
Or like here, fucking when we were at the fucking Buffalo Wild Wings, we saw Cat Williams. Like I still think about that because I'm just like, that was at 2 a.m. on like a Wednesday.
We were fucking
was like insane
randomly. That was so late. Are they even open that late anymore?
I think so, actually.
That was like crack of dawn. Like fucking.
It was like, pre-pandemic. They used to stay open for people back then.
Oh. Yeah, before
now there's not enough people left.
Yeah, they're all
they all died.
They're all fucking.
The salty run back finna be hilarious for that, bro.
Huh?
The salty run back for COVID is gonna be fucking funny.
Did you say the salty run back? What did you say?
It's like when you lose in a fighting game, you call salty run back, but you go right back to the same stage, the same characters again.
I've never heard that term.
It's like a very fighting game stage. It's like it's smoking particularly for Smash.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everyone does it. Even unaware of the term, but everyone does it.
I know what it means. Yeah,
The run back, like run it right back immediately.
You have to. You have to.
Broken.
You literally have to. You do that.
You only do that if you lose on some bullshit. You can't be doing salty runbacks if you get fucking penetrated.
Well,
because then you're just an idiot. You're just a dumbass.
No, if you're dominated, you're like, oh yeah, well, all right, GG, and then you go and kill yourself.
Am I a sword loser?
I'm not. To me, only if it's if a computer, if the fucking computer, if the AI is on some bullshit like arcade stuff, that's when I lose my mind because I'm just thinking of the fucking asshole that programmed this piece of shit to be.
Your mad is even less logical, but I get it, because it's like I genuinely can't do shit about this.
Well, but it makes me mad about that. I'm like, why did you program this so fucking hard, asshole? like it just makes me so mad.
I'm more of a sore winner because I love upsetting people. It's really fucking terrible.
Yeah, you have a cold soul.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't know. I feel like I don't get that mad when I lose. I feel like when I was younger, I really cared about losing. Do I get that mad?
Yes. What do you mean?
Well, Trials is different.
No, it's not.
All Trials is different.
That's just a sweat fest, and but I'm not like that anymore. That's
I have
years
never
ago.
seen you get more angry at anything than Destiny 2 Trials of Osiris, like the competitive.
Damn, you don't have any footage of that?
I know.
You couldn't put that on internet.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe
can't post that.
I
can post that.
I could post footage of you saying shit. I don't know. I have a bunch of I found a bunch of old footage. I could probably find something, but that shit was wild. Because it would be when we're not recording. It would just be like trying to sleep or something, and then he would be screaming full-on slurs with his window open. I feel like I remember coming home one day, walking in from outside and hearing the N-word come out of our building while we were on the street. And I remember that moment being like, damn, that is so clear on the street.
Absolutely him.
I love it. That's great.
I don't do that no more. I don't play competitive games anymore, man. I let that shit go. Until Rivals comes out, then I'm back. I'm back calling Lily the N-word, pushing her over after I lose the game. She did nothing wrong. She, in fact, rooted me on.
What is the strangest game that elicited a slur out of you? Like one that would
That shouldn't.
That really shouldn't.
I don't know if I play games that are healthy enough for my psyche for me not to get that angry.
What do you mean?
Because I'm usually especially at this point in now.
It doesn't have to be screaming. It could be even just a whisper. Just a whisper of frustration.
It's Kingdom Hearts. I'm fucking sore. Call Donald Duck an N-word.
Dude, I was playing Oddworld last night. I was playing Oddworld last night, and there are these platforming things where it's like Oddworld is not. It's rigid. You're not you don't have full. You can't nudge yourself 1 centimeter, right? If you're on a platform, there's only 2 places you could possibly be. and there were these like balls with spikes kind of going this way and that way, and you're supposed to jump in between them.
Yeah.
And I was standing on the thing, and I died anyway. But sometimes I wouldn't, and sometimes I would, and I just shot. I just like whispered, like the F word. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like I was so mad because it didn't feel fair at all.
Yeah.
This is.
But then I thought like, this is Oddworld.
But that's
I'm whispering a slur at Oddworld.
you have to, man.
I have one,
feels
but
insane.
it's really dubious. But it's like I was playing Animal Crossing, and like Timmy and Tommy asked me something. I was like, "Little," and I just walked off.
That is crazy. Animal Crossing is a good one.
This is like there's no ways because the uncle just took a bunch of money from me. And they were like, "Hey man, well, sorry about that." And I'm like, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare! No, you can't." And I'm like, "I'll stomp you in the face. I'll kill you right here. No one can stop me. I'm a human. I can use guns. You guys can't."
And you should.
Would you like to get isekai'd into the Animal Crossing
Absolutely fucking not.
world?
I'm like, where are the rest of the people? I can't understand. I don't know what's at. I can't speak to you guys.
Do you think you'd go crazy in that?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You would be transmorphed into something that is not a human anymore. You wouldn't have fingers anymore. You'd have nubs.
I think I would try to die.
Where's civilization at?
However you do.
There's no other people. You
across the water.
You can't fuck people anymore. You gotta fucking
Oh,
those
man.
things.
Yeah, you gotta fuck those things too. Yeah.
But don't you think you wouldn't be like free of the desire?
No, maybe.
Do they fuck?
Well, there's children, so yeah.
Well, how do you know? How do you know they fuck? How do you know it's not like a stork situation in that world?
Well, then if that, I'd assume they fuck. But if there's a stork situation, then obviously I'm wrong.
It might be a stork
Maybe it
situation.
is.
The stork comes by and he goes.
There's lions and dragons and shit.
In Animal
Gorillas?
Crossing?
Yeah.
They fuck each other? Can you have like a lion dragon?
I mean, you can't play as one of those, but maybe. I don't know.
I don't like this.
All right, let's move on.
This game's gay.
There's not enough cross species breeding for me, man. I'm out of here.
Yeah, there's not enough homoerotic sex in Animal Crossing.
There's no magic, man. When there's no magic, I'm out.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another one. American woman, I am gay, wrote in. Amazing.
American wiener.
He says,
it
hey,
in my
how's it going, dick balls and
face."
also wiener? Not a question, but a recommendation since you've been loving American. I guess this is specifically for me. You've been loving American Dad.
yeah.
Dude, by the way, it's just on YouTube for free, which is the primary reason why I've been watching so much of it.
Yeah.
But you should check out the TED series from Seth MacFarlane. It's surprisingly much better than the movies.
I heard it was actually funny.
Solid dry humor and a lot of heart. I did hear this too, and I keep seeing clips of it on like Instagram of that actress who plays the mom. Who is it? She's in everything, by the way. Like I had no idea. She's in like Always Sunny. She's in like a million things.
Who, the blonde?
The mom in Ted. She plays like that whore in the back of the like behind the bar in a couple of episodes.
Oh wow,
You know?
she's a mom and Ted.
Dude, her range is crazy. She also plays somebody in Coco, I think. It's nuts. Like she sings like one of the. She's like Spanish or something. It's fucking weird.
Good for her.
But her character in that show is hilarious. But I haven't seen that show yet. I've been thinking about it. I just don't know where it is. That's like on like Peacock or something. It's like one of those.
Or I thought it was on Hulu, but I could be wrong.
I don't have Hulu. I don't think I have HBO anymore.
I don't want to have Hulu.
I have like everything but HBO. I have to do. They have a deal too, and I just need to take advantage of it.
Yeah,
it was like
I think I
$17
just
a month.
have Netflix.
I'd get rid of all of them if I could. Lily wants them. I don't care about those things at all.
I just have Netflix for Seinfeld, really.
I would have it. I would have it for when the show I want to watch is on, and I would get rid of it
And they
immediately.
get rid of it.
That's
That's
smart.
the smart thing.
That's
to
the
do.
smart thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I just keep them all on. I have Paramount Plus. I don't use it. I was watching Bar Rescue on it for a while.
I gotta cancel my Paramount Plus. I got a charge for it recently. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly happened to me. I was like,
I don't
God
watch
damn it.
this.
I did a free one. Oh, I binge watched all of the Transformer movie, and some of them are on Paramount Plus. That's why I got a trial.
Yeah.
And then they got me.
They got
because I
you.
didn't cancel.
You forgot. That's how they get you.
That's literally how they do it.
I'm convinced that's what the subscription model is.
That's 100% it is. And the thing is, I was like, I outsmarted them by putting a schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, schedule cancel Paramount Plus for this day, and then I still ignored it.
Yeah.
And so I think they're still counting on that too.
I literally just,
It goes off on your
I
phone.
just-
Shut up. You don't check it?
I cancel everything. I'm like, I just don't care. care. If I don't need it, I don't need to have it.
It's smart to cancel because
exactly
like
how you're supposed to
because
be.
if you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna go do this, and then you find out that you don't have it, and you go, oh, okay, I'll grab it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then
Lily's
you'll
like,
cancel
I
when
want
you're
to
done.
have them, and I want to have them, and I'm like, for what? I don't care. I think Hulu is the most trash streaming service ever. I think
some
it
good shows
sucks
on there.
so much.
A lot of
I think the
good shows on
interface, the UI of it, is so fucking bad.
It's bad.
insane.
I want you to
Amazon Prime's bad too.
try I have no problems with it actually.
Prime is not
Really? I
great,
think Prime's
but it's
not
not
great.
terrible.
You got to try this cuz JoJo has it, Discovery Plus. It is
JoJo has Discovery. Why?
we watch 90 Day Fiancé. We've been
That's on
watching,
Discovery.
yeah,
Isn't it on HBO
So
also?
Discovery fucking bought TLC and all these fucking things.
Of
So
course.
they have the TLC, yeah. So Discovery
Isn't
Plus
it also on what you call it? It's on
on what?
HBO.
What is?
90 Day Fiancé, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. If it is, that would be weird. But it's
could've swore I saw
stuff
it
on the
on
Discovery Plus app, and it has all those other 5,000-pound retards, like stupid midgets and all that. Like it has all these dumb fucking shows. Dude, TLC is
Coming up next on 5,000-pound retard, followed by stupid midgets at 12. That's insane.
You know the meme of where
I feel like we're not far off from that reality, to be honest with you.
very much so not.
They're-
But
They're all those shows just without the names. It's
I think the names are coming.
They will be. They need to. That's the next thing to get more people like us watching.
This is the meme of the guy that comes in his hands and then slicks his hair back. It's like that, where it's just like, oh, this is
The
fucking
season
terrible.
premiere of Cum Hands on TLC.
See Negroes up on the
See Negroes. No, see that would be on
Wetback Brigade.
is
See Negroes is a crazy
was Shark
thing.
Week on Discovery?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be
Yeah.
on there.
Yo, dude, Discovery
Shark Week?
Shart? Like
Shark Week?
Like fucking shit
You're
in
just
fart.
shitting at your pants by farting.
Yeah, it's just
for
a guy.
week?
It's just a guy shitting his
And
pants
they gave
on a
him-
flush surface.
They gave
We we followed 10 men with extreme lactose intolerance.
IBS.
And then we just funnel fucking heavy cream into his mouth.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
I think Discover when I was younger was such a cool fucking channel.
There was
Yeah, I
cool
liked
stuff.
it.
Like, it
There
was
was
so
like
cool.
MythBusters and stuff, and
And Animal Planet was cool as fuck too, because like the Wild World
Animal
shit
Planet
back in
was
the that was fucking lit.
they had
dude.
How It Was Made, I think, was on there.
Yeah, they had some fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
But then, it all merged. Everyone's buying up everything, so now they have all the
It changed
Discovery.
the-
So Discovery Plus has all of the worst shows possible because of TLC is really the worst channel to ever.
TLC is
exist.
garbage television.
Ever,
like actually, dude.
Like it was E. It used to be E because it even had Howard Stern.
that's right. Yeah,
Howard Stern would be like, "Hey, porn star. So how many times do you shit in your mouth a day?" And it would be like stupid
You should
questions
do
like
it
that.
to me.
so how many pubes do you have?
And she's like, I don't know. I kind of. And he's like, well, that's stupid. Okay. Robin, you're black.
yeah, I am. I'm black.
And then, hey, porn star, I need you to suck on my toes and shit in that midget's mouth. And it would be like what, that
Wee Man.
Beetlejuice or whatever the fuck that guy's name was.
Beetlejuice. I don't know why I didn't put him down. You know. I feel like it's. I feel like it's
Yeah.
just insidious not to have put him.
Old
down.
Yeller.
It's inhumane to not
Like-
put down Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hey, Beetlejuice, look
Old
at that.
Yeller
He'd be
was
like,
that.
what? Look at what? And this fucking.
And then, bam.
It's boom. What a
The
fucking
biggest
sawed
gun
off.
you could.
Sawed off, man.
That's sawed off.
Have the top of him jump off the bottle of him. You
It's
know,
a sawed off blunderbuss, which would theoretically make it more accurate.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of, because a blunderbuss is like funneled outwards, isn't it?
Yeah, but
The spread would be lower if you sawed it off because
I
you'd
feel
be,
like-
get-
I
you'd be,
feel like
you'd
if
be
you-
cutting
oh,
it
you're
off.
right. You're right. I think
If
you're
you
right. Yeah.
saw off a blunderbuss, some of the stuff would fall out.
That's I feel like
That's true,
I was
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so ineffective.
It's essentially those, like, do you remember those air cannons? That you
Oh
could-
yeah.
It's
You
just
did you
that.
guys play Resident Evil? You guys ever play Mercenaries Resident Evil 5?
5? No.
A little bit. Yeah.
Remember the triple barrel shotgun that Chris would get?
That
I love that.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, they
A triple barrel,
barrel
40 barrel sniper rifle. Why
love-
not? Let's do it.
I
It was
love
a dope. I was when
That's
I saw
always been the
that,
pinnacle of Resident Evil. Stupid guns.
I'm sad that they never did something like that.
I think particularly after 4, I think like Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil 2. That is one of my favorite games. I think that is a very good classic horror game. I think it does the job of it does really well. I think once you get good at that game, the game loses kind of its fire, out of its luster. Because once you're good at the game, you're not worrying about shit. Because like I can just run past zombies. I didn't kill a single one until I had to kill the crawler. I did that on purpose. I was like, oh, I wanted to choose the challenge of it because I want to run around the area and be stressed the fuck. I killed the black guy zombie too. I killed him.
Of course, you had to. Like, okay, sure.
Yeah, he's fucking scared me.
To me, it was like you. That's why people would speed run or you put on nightmare mode to where you literally couldn't kill them unless you actually
Knife them.
blew their heads off. No, the knifing wouldn't kill them. So in nightmare, you just use knife to get space, right?
Okay.
And a lot of the zombies threw up on you. They would throw up acid, just out of nowhere. So like, oh, the fucking game's starting, and then you're running, and then and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why are they throwing up acid? They're just making up random shit to make the game harder. And it was fun. I fucking love that game. But the custom guns in that game were so stupid.
But after 4,
you got like a custom shotgun, and it would like almost look like sun rays were coming out of the
particularly
fucking
in fucking 5. In 5, the guns would be so steroid infused that you would shoot zombies, and they would just be like, "Stop, please, stop."
Did they do that in the first one? Because
upgrading weapons.
Because I didn't play the first one that much versus number 2. Right, number 2 was like the pinnacle for me. But like that game had like just the dumbest like custom Magnum and custom like all this shit.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't really remember the
first one. I have like the least memory of.
I don't remember 1 very well. I played it, but I don't remember 1 very well.
I feel like that's like everybody's experience. We're all like, yeah, we played 1, but
2 and 3.
It's the first one. The first one's never the best.
You know,
4
I remember
upgraded weapons like the same regular.
Can you think of one?
Yeah,
a game where the first one is the best.
Oh, that's a good point.
I actually straight up can't.
That's a good point.
Because GTA is certainly
It's not like a movie, right? Like a movie.
No, movies are more. That's more common.
Because they're concepts. That's
Isn't
why.
that interesting?
Of the first one was better.
Damn, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And look at these guys failing on the questions. Unless if somebody asked that, they're probably really upset.
I'm thinking
Who the fuck asked that?
Fuck me! No!
3 shots.
3. He gets 3 off before he dies. That's incredible.
Fucking cracked the code. He endured.
That's incredible.
This guy getting kicked in the balls. Just,
yes. Damn, that is a good fucking question.
Yeah.
Ask another question while that's marinating in my head because
Okay, sure, yeah.
I'm already forgetting what's happening. Where am I?
Where am I? Maybe
Like an example of a game where the
actually-
first one is the best.
should we actually just wrap it up here? I think we're at a good time.
Should we?
I
We
think
only asked
so.
one question.
Let's do one.
Was it really?
Let's
Okay,
do
we'll
one
do
more and then we get out of
man,
here.
we'll have a super question-centric one. We just want to keep this at a relatively decent time.
You guys
so
had
we-
almost a 4-hour last one. Suck my dick, you know.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
true.
they have plenty
We'll
of
cap it
content.
at we'll cap it at 2:30.
2:30?
2:30 is our hard
you-
cap.
you
And if we
fucking-
don't get to the credits in that time, tough. But yeah. Think about that because I genuinely can't think of one. Let's see. Oh, more like dumb, stupid, fucking idiot, Jameson. So fucking mean for no reason.
What a twat.
He says one has to go: beef, pork, or chicken. Discuss.
Pork.
I think beef for me.
Pork.
I think beef can go.
Oh no, pernil. Oh man.
Like pulled pork, chicharron, bacon. It's more. It's not as versatile as chicken for sure. But like
A good burger is magnificent.
a good burger is magnificent. But I don't know, man.
I'd have to say
I'd have to be pork for
I don't
me.
eat pork nearly as much,
Yeah.
even though pork is awesome. Like say, because that would mean
Bacon is the only one.
tacos and burgers. I don't always have a bacon burger. I always tacos. There's always beef in my tacos usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I give them both up and keep chicken, man. Honestly,
Just take both of them.
Take
Also
'em.
do chicken.
I don't really
Do
need
I get
one
double
either.
the chicken if I give you both of the fucking?
I get to keep chicken and rice, right? That's all I need.
Yeah, no. I
rice.
think for me it would be beef. I like a good burger for sure, and I like a good steak, but like I have it so infrequently. It's mainly pork and chicken for me. And anything else, if I'm ever feeling like, oh, I want a burger, I'll just go for something. I don't know, like
If you had to have
Sushi or
sex with
something.
one of those animals,
oh,
I'm fucking a pig.
let's move on.
I'm fucking a pig. If I gotta choose.
Why?
you'd be fucking the
If I gotta
pig.
choose, yeah, because Miss Piggy's sort of like analogous.
Oh,
Okay,
so
well-
you put, like
There's
a wig, you put a wig on the pig. Okay,
There's no like.
That's why they rhyme.
Yeah, you put a wig on the pig and then you do a jig
You
while
do
you're
a jig while I'm inside its fucking guts.
nice.
All right.
Nice.
Paying $5 rent to live in Sweeney's tooth gap. People are being really mean
You
to
were
him.
just going hard on the paint on him.
I don't read the names when I select questions. I only read the questions. He's crying. You made him cry.
That is one of the meanest things I've heard in a long time. Holy shit.
That is pretty crazy.
If I was younger, I would have tried to find you, bro.
And then American Woman I Am Gay says W name.
W name?
W name. She's like, it's a great name in response.
Nice.
What's up, Sweeney, Derek, and Hard R? Christopher.
Cool.
Nick.
If Keith David, I feel like we answered this question before, but I love that this keeps coming up. If Keith David asked y'all to cuck him while he sat silently in a chair watching to observe, would you do it? Assume you're single for this out of respect for your partner or some shit like that.
This specifically has been asked. Yeah.
I can't do it.
I could not do it.
I couldn't do it. There's too much respect.
Only if he begged me.
He would have to pay me.
A lot.
That's way worse. I wouldn't. To me, it would have to be like, do me a solid. I really need you to cook me.
Do me a solid.
I'm like, Mr. David.
I'm trying to have every experience before I leave this earth.
Private Ellen.
My time is soon.
Aim down your
My time
penis.
is soon.
Aim down your penis.
In 40 years, I'll be
wife's
gone.
ass.
In 2 decades.
In 40 decades, I'll be gone.
In 2 decades, I'll die in 100 years. So I need you to do this.
In 2 decades, I'll die. He's a fucking time elemental.
I can
at
stay
that
here as long
point.
as I
He's
want
not
to.
going away.
They'll remember me far longer than they'll remember you.
That's absolutely true.
I'm like, thanks.
Shepard. Fuck my wife, Shepard.
I couldn't do that. I would love to speak to him really badly, but I hate that he'd be like, if he was like a right-wing crazy person.
We talked about this already. We're not doing
me.
this again.
But I want to talk to him.
Dumb Negro.
You silly black.
Silly black.
You know the black male.
Yeah, no, I love Keith David too much to do that to him. Nicholas Brillhart wrote, and he says, adding this in late to say that Chris literally just missed his chance to ride King Dakar. It closed without fanfare forever this year. The company that owns Cedar Point merged with the ones that own Six Flags, and they decided it wasn't worth the hassle to keep it operating anymore. I love how everything's merging together and just making things worse. Yeah. I love it. I love how like nobody cares.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's so sick.
Monopolies rule.
Remember when lateral expansion was like not allowed, and that was the thing that they really
so
tried
funny.
to not have?
Yeah.
Remember that was a thing?
Remember how like I love how conservatives really love the 1950s and 40s, but don't want to talk about what the tax rate was at that point in time. I love that. It's really interesting.
Oh, you tell them and they think you're insane.
Yeah, they think you're lying.
And I'm like, I fucking hate you guys so much. So much.
I think things were really great in the 1950s. Like, in certain ways, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We should look at certain
well,
things.
in one particular, everything else was terrible.
No, you can't tax me, but somehow I want the economy to be great.
I want everything to be good, but I don't want to lose anything.
Just fucking it. For a moment, they ascend, and like I understand, and they blow
Yeah,
up.
they become they become a cherub angel.
A little fat baby angel with wings.
And then explode.
Bam.
They die painfully. They fall down.
That would make me so happy.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wow, I'm gonna make people conservative just to
Anyway,
see this happen.
Just to see this happen.
Anyway, he says, it wasn't worth the hassle operating anymore. The only reason people knew it was closing at all was because the ride operators basically knew their jobs were fucked because of the merger and told literally everyone who got on it that last week.
Damn.
That's so insane.
So fucked up, man.
Isn't that fucked? Isn't that great? I mean,
hey, I have a week to find a job. Bye.
Sorry.
He ran by.
He ran. They ran.
He ran, grabbed onto the roller coaster. It went off, and he's holding on to that.
They've learned to run as fast as King Dakar.
That is
Can we find a job?
the King Dakar. I wonder how fast that ride is.
Probably not fast.
About three.
It's fast for a person to go.
Probably like 3 miles a second.
Derek, that's so insanely fast. Eric, I don't think you understand what you said.
I think I know
Did
exactly
you see
what I said.
3 miles a second? You said.
Times that by 60 is how many per hour. That is terrifying. You are a threat to the planet at that speed.
I wonder what Siri would say if I said, how fast is 3 miles per second?
Fast.
Miles per it doesn't want to. It just wants to give me a speed calculator. It's like, you do it. You do it, asshole.
Okay, that's pretty fast.
What are you looking at?
Really?
120 miles. That's so. I would never ride that.
That sounds. I'm really sad that I didn't get to go on it now.
I went on it twice, and one time my neck was to the side, and it hurt really bad.
That's so cool. Are there any? What's the fastest roller coaster?
Probably like
operating now?
Look, man.
Because I love
I'm
a fast
gonna-
roller
I'm gonna
coaster.
go
I
one.
love a fast roller coaster.
To me, it's like just rent a really fast car.
What are you talking about?
I would way rather trust myself
It's a different
driving.
experience. but-
absolutely not.
I
I trust train tracks
You've
way
never
more than
fucking. You've
than a
never
car.
driven a really fast car, so
I've
you know what
driven
you're
a car
talking
I've
about.
driven a fast
quickly, but,
car.
like, it's-
How fast have you driven it?
I
Not that fast, have you?
I guess not.
Yeah, exactly.
I've driven.
That's what I'm saying.
I've driven 80 miles an hour and then
Just literally
hydroplaned, and
go
I was
to
like, fuck no. Fuck, I've never
Why
driven.
are you-
Why would you be driving really fast when the
Because I
fucking,
want to.
Because it's a straight line.
while it's fucking
Yes, while it's pouring rain.
That's
while
what I'm
it's
saying.
Pouring rain.
You
While it's full of
hydroplaned?
fucking snow. While there's sleet falling from the fucking sky. I speed.
Who's that retard? The kid.
Frankie Muniz?
No, he's not a kid. That
He's
streamer.
just a kid.
Who's that dumb streamer that crashes McLaren?
Oh, Jack Doherty or
Jack
whatever.
Doherty. Like him. He was driving fast as fuck and it's all raining and shit. And I'm like, all of those people, and I mean it, every single person that drives fast while the road's wet should be killed immediately.
No, dude, I hydroplaned at like 30 miles an hour, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm never driving. I'm never driving fast ever again."
The
I
moment
don't
you
find fast cars
You
particularly
hydroplane
interesting.
at
That is
30?
amazing. Yeah,
Then you just fucking turn too sharp.
maybe.
Yeah.
I think it was black ice more likely, but like,
The
Okay,
moment you
okay,
experience
okay.
that,
That's different.
You
I don't know how to- yeah.
understand driving in a way that is so crazy.
yeah. The
The
second
moment
you
you
hydroplane,
hydroplane, you're like, oh,
To me,
this
like,
is really not a game.
You
like,
ever been
actually.
like, say, just get on like a freeway like the 10 when you start getting out into like the desert and stuff where there's just nothing but windmills or whatever. Just rent like a car and just fucking punch it, and you're just like, this is cool.
I don't trust cars to maintain stability after 80 miles an hour.
Oh,
I don't trust it.
shitty car. Yeah, I understand.
they're like meant
like,
to do it, but also I understand.
If you
I
just
I
buy like
don't-
cars that are designed to go like really fast, and like say, I'm not a speed demon. It's just my whole thing about not being. I
go 90 out the driveway.
I have a problem not
personally.
being in control. I trust myself more than say somebody who's being lazy at their job, not doing maintenance well enough, and then all of a sudden,
That's my thing.
something creams off. So I trust myself way more than like say. That's why I don't even feel like I don't feel great putting my life in other people's hands when I don't know how efficient they're gonna be. They don't care about me.
I feel like a roller coaster is like infinitely safer than a car, personally. But like,
I guess technically,
Probably-
but-
I mean,
but-
statistically
No,
and probably
yeah.
objectively.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's safer than a car. It's just it's safer to ride than to drive with a bunch of people. But I wouldn't think
guess.
the car itself, if you were driving solely on your own, would be safer than a roller coaster because there's so many more parts to an entire fucking track and the carts and just every mechanism.
I guess.
I mean, I guess it's just like, but it's
I find a car equally complex.
Because the thing is, this like when you're in a car,
they're
you're-
actually not as that's why retarded rednecks can fucking build cars. It's
Well,
not
but
that complex.
It's
It is technically yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you think about the dumbest people on earth
engine
can
is very
build cars,
An engine is very complex.
Of
They
course.
don't build engines.
They don't build the combustible engine.
They put
But
pieces
assembling
together,
these parts
yeah.
together, right?
It's not that confusing.
but like say
Yeah,
look
Because
at
we're all
that's
young
it.
men. We've all been unfortunately
That's
had
the
to
thing.
hold the wrench,
Like,
do this shit,
if you had all of the parts to this phone, like people can assemble the phone. But as far as like
making it work.
yeah, like having the concept of like the lens.
No,
what the fuck
no,
am I
fuck
doing
no.
this
Yeah,
shit?
exactly.
What am I doing this shit?
I think about that a
I'll
lot.
piss on it,
I think about that a lot in
be
the
better.
context. I think about that a lot in the context of like going back in time and trying to like people say it's like, oh, if I went back in time, I would like, even just back to the 20s, I would rule the world just based on how much I knew. And it's like you don't really know anything, kind of. Like if you had to explain a phone to somebody, you don't actually know how a phone works.
Nope.
At all.
Nope.
You don't know how an iPad works. You couldn't just come up with a phone.
Obviously, you go back and you learn before you learn. You're like before you go, you learn. You know, and you're like, all right,
You
bro.
wouldn't though,
You
because
should.
people are arrogant. They would just be like, I get it.
Yeah.
If you go back to the Stone Ages, then
Yeah.
no, you'd lose then because you'd have to fight a fucking.
You have to
you'd-
fight the savage.
you'd have to
Yeah,
fight like a fucking bear,
There's gonna be a spear in your head as soon as you
mega
land.
bear, and it's like a bear that's like 12 feet
Get
tall.
out of the thing and then
Yeah, then a mosquito picks you up and flies away with you because they're 50 feet tall.
yeah, it drinks all your blood in 2 gulps, and then drops you.
And you're gone.
Imagine being gaunted by a giant mosquito.
Dude, that's crazy.
Imagine seeing a dog and it being like, "Oh, this is going to kill me. This
Yeah.
isn't like a friend.
They haven't been
dog.
domesticated yet.
This is a monster.
Yeah.
It's growling, and I feel the floor
Speaking
moving."
of, I mean, speaking of roller coasters, this will be the last one, and then we'll move on. And then we'll go to names. Lizard wrote, and he says, "Hey fellas, quick lore follow up to the on Playland, the amusement park you guys were talking about in New York. That's so funny. We're just talking about roller coasters.
Yeah.
I lived 15 minutes from it, so I would go every summer as a child, and it ruled. Now it blows. Anyways, wanted to write in to say 2 kids died there. One on the coaster and one on the fucking boat ride, which still leaves me baffled. Cheers.
Wait, how did the boat ride happen?
He fell over. And
He
he's
saw-
Oh, well, okay, yeah. Well,
They couldn't get the
that would be
Coast Guard-
hilarious.
They couldn't get the Coast Guard to him in time.
It's over deep water. That boat ride is in deep water.
No,
They're
it's-
like, oh,
it's-
it's fine.
it's in the park still, but they can't help him. They don't have the authority to help in water. They have to call the Coast Guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
They'll be here in 5 hours.
in 5 hours. The Coast
Keep
Guard.
paddling.
I'm trying.
If you panic, you'll get warm and it'll lift you.
Panic hard.
Panic harder.
I think it's working.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, just don't. I feel like you have to try to die on a roller coaster, to be fair, though. Like, I feel like most
That is
instances.
so insane.
I don't think so. I think
have to
50% of
try
people.
and
I feel
die.
like 50% of people who die on roller coasters, it's their fault. I think the other half is like absolutely the roller coaster's fault.
I think
but
that
like
percentage is too high.
I don't know, man. I think people stand
Like,
up on roller coasters and do stupid shit like, oh, look at me. I've seen more videos of that happening in that capacity than the other thing.
I am someone that has observed death way more than I should. I've never seen someone kill themselves on a roller coaster.
I'm not saying kill them. Well, not
Well,
on
that technically
purpose.
would be, not on purpose, but they would
Yeah.
be killing themselves. But I saw
I saw a
of
video of somebody's scalp getting ripped off.
you
on a
actually
roller
saw
coaster.
that?
Yeah, or like from their hair got caught in a roller coaster, and it's like,
Gross. That made my eye
Ugh.
twitch.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Like, I'm
guess where I
telling you-
saw it?
Where?
In Disneyland? Oh, you mean like a platform? Oh,
Yeah.
X. Of
Yeah,
course.
of course.
Of
Twitter.
course.
I was
Twitter-
scrolling.
Of course.
What
you
Twitter's
did.
become is insane.
Well, it's X now. That's what.
Yes, sir.
That's why. Like
Yeah.
I'm like it's.
It's always been crazy.
It
Twitter's
is-
never not been crazy, but now it's just like
No, I see.
No, it's
yeah,
pretty
I
crazy
see. I see crazy like things that I was like, I don't. You sometimes you'll see something and you're like, I don't want to know if I don't want to confirm what I just saw, so I'll just like
Keep going.
ignore it. Yeah.
yeah, that's me with like stuff with like war stuff. I'm like, I can't do this.
It's annoying.
It's-
It
yeah.
annoys
I
me
want
that
to
it's on
start
my
tweeting the N word,
fucking.
but
what?
I want to start tweeting the N word, but I have people on it I actually respect, and I don't want them to see me.
What's the point? What are you getting at?
Because I
It?
think
Yeah,
it's just
really.
funny.
I barely use
It's
it
not
anymore.
though. You're lazy. You're like those people.
No, I think it's funny. I'm not saying people are gonna think it's funny. I think it's funny.
I don't even. It's just
There's
not.
no sport in that. It's
it
so
isn't-
lame.
It isn't, but like
Let's
it's
see.
fine.
Whatever.
I was just trying to see like what's the last thing that I've posted. Okay, so 5 days ago. All right. So I posted. So 5 days ago, I
posted
posted.
recently,
I just
right?
don't post like it just feels so. It's
I
the
post
vibe.
when I have a new video. I think at this point.
Yeah, it's
That's-
the vibe.
that's it.
It's a lot of it is unchanged if you navigate through like, oh, I'm just following these people. I'm gonna use only the people and watch the people I'm following, but the vibe just feels different too. Where too
Also,
much
a lot of people left the app.
post.
Like, clearly
a lot of people left, and
Yeah,
then
but I don't know where everybody's going. That's kind of thing that's bothering me right now. It's like I don't know if it's Threads or Blue Sky. I don't know what's going
well,
on.
both, right? So a lot of Blue Sky is probably because Thread was such a letdown. They had the ball, and they didn't just drop it; they fucking just nuked it. It was like you had everybody in the palm of your hands. Were like, I hate this. I want somewhere to go, and all they had to do was just build a team real fast, just update things to do the exact same things that Twitter do. And then everybody would have came and stayed on Threads, and they're like, "Oh, this sucks. You can barely do anything on it." And then it just died.
Yeah.
Like, there's still people on there, but how do you fuck up that badly?
Yeah, especially when you had all that Instagram integration.
Like, it's
know
so
what I mean?
weird. I'm like, yeah. Oh, if you have Instagram, a bunch of your people go on there. They'll find you. They'll follow. Everything was set up in Prime, but I was like, I can't do half of the things I can do on Twitter.
Apparently, it's better now, but like I don't.
I'm sure it is, but it took too long.
The thing is, I don't want multiple of these. You know what I
thing
mean?
is
Like,
that,
I
like-
want one of these.
Well, that's what the idea
I'm trying to
was
figure
to
out, like-
usurp Twitter,
Right.
And they just fucking.
But so that's what I'm
For
trying to
me,
figure
once
out.
I leave Twitter, I'm done. Like I don't really. I
No, you're
don't
not. You work on the internet, so no, you're not.
That's true. I'll be.
I mean, well, you at least-
I'll be tangentially connected.
Dude,
to
if
it
I
no matter
didn't
what.
do this, I
But
wouldn't be on it at all.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I had like, it was like any other person. One of your closest friends that probably has like 300 followers, and they'll post like once or twice a year, like that. Like that's how my shit was before I started being a content creator.
Even if I was a content creator, I would be like, hey, the podcast is doing something.
Yeah, I mean, the things that
Well,
we
that's what
should,
it is.
we should be. I was thinking about just like as far as I was talking to JoJo, like, dude, we're just talent. We're not managers or behind the scenes people. We're so bad at like,
dude, I've been trying
every
to.
aspect.
I've been asking people about managers, and people are like, I don't know where to get managers from, because the vast majority of content creators don't have managers.
I think a lot of them do.
Well, technically, what you're saying is true. The majority.
Oh, right,
yeah.
of course.
Okay,
But like, the majority of content creators are not professional.
That's
right,
true.
that's true. Yeah. There's actually a significant amount that they tell my manager this, man. I'm like, where the fuck? Where?
I mean, I have a
Where
manager.
exactly? Where do you find them?
I have a manager. I have no idea where I got him.
I mean,
I'm not even lying.
Wouldn't you like message them to see if they can help us? No, hasn't crossed your mind. That's really cool.
They don't message me at all. They haven't.
So you have a manager, but they don't
I had
do
one.
anything?
I had one for a while. I don't know where he went.
Oh.
I think I stopped posting, so he was like, never mind.
You know what? I will say, YouTube.
No, I did. I remember specifically talking to them about it, and then they're like, we don't know how to. We don't have. Specifically, the manager that I had was. It was like an agency that didn't do podcasts, and they were like kind of looking into that, and then they were like, "Oh, we'll let you know when we start like branching out into that space." And I just never got hit up again, so I don't really know what's going on with that.
I know what you're talking about with your manager because I remember being
I figured
messaged a long time ago about, hey, YouTube wants to give you a manager, like kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, get away from me. I just didn't. It was too. I didn't trust anything at that point yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just didn't know. I was like, it probably would have been beneficial, but.
Yeah, it wasn't YouTube for me. It was like a proper thing.
It was like a multi-network?
Yeah, it's something. Somebody I remember like I looked them up and they were like connected to like JonTron and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, so it's like not like bullshit,
right?
But yeah, I remember specifically asking like, okay, hey, I have a podcast that like we post pretty much all the time. It'd be pretty good to figure that out. And be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, we're not in that space exactly. And I was like, is it not the same space? It kind of feels to me like it's the same space.
It should be. These people don't understand that because there's a guy that he's like almost harassing me about doing a ad on my channel that I've been working with him for a while, Into the AM. And I'm just like, ignoring him. Because the last time I talked to him, I was like, hey, man, we post regularly on the podcast. It would be better if we can just integrate it into there.
Yeah.
And then we can just get a little more money. He was like, oh, well, what? And I was like, what?
What's the difference?
First of all,
that's what's so confusing to me.
It's more views than my stupid fucking videos because my channel's dead.
Right.
So I was like, why would you not want to just switch from here
I
to
really
here?
don't.
I feel like they're
sincerely
genuinely
don't understand.
I feel like they're
So fucking
on the
stupid.
business side. They're different spaces. I think
I
technically,
think they're scared.
I think they're technically different spaces on the business side, but I think
is
that's
it like
stupid.
a turf thing? Is it like?
I think it is.
Stay up. Yeah.
That's the only explanation.
The network we're on, right?
Yeah.
We're on a network for podcasts,
Right.
We're not on a network that is a multi-platform.
I understand that,
network.
but from my perspective, a manager just gets you ads and then takes a percentage of those ads.
yeah.
Like to me,
It's
it's just
free
like why
money,
wouldn't
bro.
you just?
Just like-
I don't know.
That's the whole thing. Like
it's weird. I don't
literally
get
should be
it.
the same concept. Hey, I'm gonna get you ads on this podcast instead of your fucking YouTube channel.
But I think
but it is the YouTube
there's-
channel still though. That's something that's weird to me. I'm telling this guy, the ad will go in the YouTube. It's on YouTube still. Actually, it'll reach more places. It'll because I tried to explain to this guy and he was like,
I don't think it's multi-platform. I think that's stupid. I think that is dumb, but I think it's not multi-platform.
Whatever. We're going
It is
into
bad.
we're going into inside baseball stuff here.
yeah, they probably think it's interesting. Hey, anybody listening, if you fucking know anything about this, there's probably some cool person that's like, oh,
Please.
I know.
Please. I don't know where to look. I've been looking. I don't know where to look. I've been looking though.
We're fine.
No, I want
It's
to.
a schmuck. Don't help us succeed.
we have 19 minutes to get to the credits. So like we're
wanna-
hard cut off at 2:30.
Dumb. I want a castle, and it's hard. The amount of money we make, I'm not going to get my castle anytime soon.
That's true.
So
I can message Joe Rogan and say, just give us a castle. I don't think he knows.
I
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows that I think he's. Stupid.
that's true. That's true. He doesn't know that,
Yeah.
dude. At this point, I think these people tank the country so badly. I think at this point, I think I don't care anymore about the like. Joe Rogan. If he was like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever." I don't. You already ruined everything, so
Yeah, whatever. At this
let's-
point, it's
yeah.
like whatever.
Yeah,
I'll come on your show. I'll
it's-
drink your fucking alpha brain
You're
water.
stupid, yeah. Grow a hair like head just gets 3 times the size.
Only wide though.
That's fucking
Like
wild.
a fucking
Turn hair
hammerhead.
on,
Yeah.
ass motherfucker.
Just fucking-
Why do they look like that? Oh, fucking sharks, man.
Hammerheads?
Yeah.
They're creepy. They
yeah,
have
they-
like really hard eyelashes too. It's fucking weird.
Ew, what?
Yeah.
They have eyelashes, yeah.
Yeah.
The hard?
Yeah,
Why?
Because they fucking slam shit, man.
That's insane. I don't think I ever thought about the texture of a hammer.
I forgot.
This is absolutely the first time I've ever thought about the texture of a hammerhead's eyelash.
I haven't thought of a hammerhead shark in probably 2 decades.
Yeah,
'Cause
maybe
I was
since
just like,
street sharks.
They're disgusting.
I think about them pretty regularly.
I don't think about them pretty. I hate that
You get up,
sharks
you're
are real.
sweating at night. Fucking hammerheads, man.
One of our friends is deathly afraid of sharks, like really bad. Like they terrify her. So,
Like unreasonable, like no reason, or do they get bit or something?
No,
They're just mortified of them. Like
they just don't like them.
That's always weird to me. Like when nothing happens.
It's like arachnophobia, I think, for a lot of people, where it's just like it just freaks them out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like people at least have encounters with spiders. At least it's kind of
Arachnophobia is
reasonable.
generational
Because they do
memory,
look
though.
creepy as fuck, kind of.
generational memory. That's like
I love those videos of the tarantulas like scurrying up to something real quick and then like running away, and then you can hear the ASMR and it sounds really fucking disturbing because you know that that's gonna hurt. That's gonna make somebody. That video could make somebody so nauseous that they throw up and pass out. I love that. I love anything that there's a deep fear associated with it that I can just like brave as if it's nothing.
That's awesome.
you
like
feel better about yourself. You're
it's
like,
just-
yeah, oh my god.
I feel like I've definitely put more stats into something. You know,
Fear, like
not being afraid of it. Like you know that fear of like holes in like many
that shit.
holes?
That shit bothers me a little. bit.
I think that shit's awesome.
Yeah,
I love looking at those
It
videos.
looks weird, but yeah, it don't do nothing to
said
me.
that in my fucking back.
It does look kind of weird though. Some of them. Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
I don't like holes. I don't like SpongeBob.
I'm gonna read the $25 and up names now.
You like the squeaky shoes he does when he walks?
Patreon.com/snarktank. You can come over. We're going to read our $25 and up patrons now. Or remember, you can donate and get your name right at the end of the show, too. Make me say all sorts of dumb and heinous shit. Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
It's Emma. Halal Pussy got me stoning halal pussy. Lego Tom Sweeney. Comedy shorts rapist as Shaggy and his little companion Roofy Doo. Hitting a puppy with a psycho crusher.
I love it.
If your whole wife ain't treating you right, come up and see old Dan. I'll rock 'em, sock 'em in the face. I'm from the 60s, man. Sleaze Merchant. Bleaching Sween so he looks like Chaozu. The Black Knight, starring Cum-Stain Bale and Heath Edger. Broly backshotting Sweeney. Sweeney is just Chris in his Uzaru form, riding Girthy by Chamillionaire. WGDZF. OSZGU. I can't pronounce that. I don't know. I got news for you. You're fucking gay, as in homosexual.
Yes.
You killed Uncle Hank.
I didn't know I had this in here. So happy.
What is Uncle? What is? Oh,
Bring it back.
I forgot what that was. What was the alternate version of Hank that we came up with?
Honk?
Crank.
Honk.
Yeah.
Honk.
The fucking clown
Oh
shit.
fuck! I love it. Coltrane.
I should make that free. That should be the.
That should be
I
free.
post
Yeah.
that, yeah.
We should post that one for everybody.
I'll look
on
in- I'll
YouTube
look
as
into
Because
well.
that was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
100%,
We got to come up with a thumbnail for it. Usually I just pick random things for my.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, sometimes just because it's literally just psychologically for me, it bothers me seeing like just us
I
as
totally
a thumbnail. It reminds me of like old like 2007 YouTube where just nothing made sense. So like for our extra ammos, because they're not actually like in the algorithm, the thumbnails are just us. So I usually just put just fucking bullshit.
I like the idea of one with him where he's like standing straight up, or he's like running. Walt Jr. running.
Oh, Walt Jr. running.
Oh, Walt Jr.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Coltrane and Buttigieg in a Pacific Grinch mech. 5 96-hour energies in a row to unlock the gay gene. Beating Jimmy Carter to death in a pillow fight. Domination. Vaughn of the Dead. Jobless bum wasting $25 on this shit. I listen to that gay Ben Shapiro verse every day. Today what the fuck?
the
With the Tom McDonald one?
Oh, is it that one?
I don't know.
Oh man, I forgot.
Oh wait,
about
did you
that.
do a gay Ben Shapiro thing?
I did. Well, the Tom McDonald. That.
Oh, that's right. That must be what he's talking about. If he's
forgot about
calling
that,
it
man.
gay.
God, I can't stand Tom McDonald. Oh my god.
Nobody
dude.
likes him. I feel like even the people that say they like him, they don't like him. They're
parents
just supporting
didn't
him
even like
because
him.
he's like, oh, he's
Parents
racist. I like, like they're just supporting him, but they don't
Yeah.
like his fucking. No one likes his music.
Nobody likes Tom McDonald. Nobody likes a guy
He's like Eminem.
who they didn't even
Eminem
think
have-
about a last name.
Yeah.
They were just like, it's It's like when somebody makes up their identity when they're lying.
Yeah, right.
And it's like I'm
Griffin.
That joke is awesome.
That was a
the classic
Griffin
one.
fucking flies in. That
was when Family Guy was still a great television show.
Of course.
Such a
That's like
Griffin.
Peter Griffin. That was awesome.
That's a great joke, but it's also so stupid.
Like text, like high level.
It's a joke that we would make.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
When we were younger.
No, now, like moments ago.
100%.
What? What do you mean? Gay mussin?
All right, Vaughn of the Dead.
I could actually do that. I have one of those stupid ass names where it's
Today,
like, King Stone.
Today I learned meth was first discovered and created in Japan. Yet another amazing contribution they have made to American society. I genuinely can't tell if Kingston is anti-Semitic or not. Hey Siri, look up Kitty. Oh, I'm not saying that.
You better say it.
I'm not saying
they
that
paid
shit.
money for it.
Tough shit. You can go away.
Hey, they paid money for it, nigga.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Going to do heinous
Stop with
shit
the
to
racist
loose
remarks.
the Vatican
making us
churches.
Poorer.
All right. Later.
Anti-Semitic
We're taking it out of your share.
The $25?
Yeah, when they leave.
All right.
Kristen, say it. I'm killing myself.
do it on camera.
Going to do heinous shit to loose the Vatican church's anime girl mascot.
Ooh, got 11 minutes.
Hassan canonically banging cute terrorists. God's hottest femboy fucking straight men. I
think
live
he
in my
fucked that
Nissan. Huh?
You think Hassan fucked
They
that
probably
Houthi
fucked
pirate?
somebody together. They probably tag teamed somebody.
Do we think Hassan fucked the Houthi pirate?
Yeah, you think
They
he fucked?
definitely fucked the girl together and hugged and kissed at the end.
I think Hassan's gay. Right?
I don't know.
Not really. I guess.
I mean, have you ever seen him with a woman before?
Well, because I think he keeps that off the internet. Like, I don't know. I think
So that's the only thing he keeps off the internet?
I don't know. I've seen him at parties. I've never paid attention, but like,
Was
I've seen him.
was he like twirling your hair and stuff? You just weren't really paying attention to?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, how you doing? No, like
that would set me
every other
off,
aspect
dude.
of his life is like online, except for him having a girlfriend. I guess apparently.
That would set me
I don't
off,
know.
dude. If someone like I'm
Was like-
homophobic
Hassan-
and I don't like
Hassan-
people touching me.
Hassan canonically banging cute terrorists. God's hottest femboy fucking straight men. I live in my Nissan Frontier. Will Graham pissing in Hannibal's mouth and giving him a piss kink. Dow penis. Go shout at a clit, Homer, you cunt. Death. N-words be named James and only be one N-word. I've definitely thought about cum. Oh yeah, that's right. Epic butt battles of history. My dick versus your ass. Big meaty stinks.
Oh man, wait, go back.
What are you doing?
You fucking weirdo. Oh my god.
So fucking dumb.
Wait, go back.
Wait,
Fucking
go back.
ass. Wait, run that back.
Big meaty stinks. My human taxidermy fleshlight and dildo business will pop off. Trust me. Andy the man whose handies are now back to S tier and forever dandy. New Kendrick album.
Yeah, it dropped today. One came out today.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it did.
Yeah, it came out this morning.
Yeah, this morning.
I went to the diner this morning. I was listening to it on my way back.
Why have I seen nothing on my phone about that? It's
Because
crazy.
it's fine.
I hadn't listened to it yet. We'll
Because
see.
it's fine. Damn.
We'll
There's
see.
I haven't heard anything particularly that's like
I've just seen
even the Heart Part 6. I remember.
Oh, and so he did do the Hard Part 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's fine.
I don't know. It's probably going to be a good album. I just think that I really just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what I expect of it right now. You know, because I feel like Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper was another. I feel like people just don't like Kendrick's albums because Kendrick doesn't make albums for people to like easily to jam to. Like he doesn't have jamable
people
albums.
just want Good Kid, Mad City again, man.
Yeah.
I don't think that album is as good as people make it
I
seem.
think that album. That's my. Like, so This is me. Long story short, I don't really give a fuck about conscious hip hop right now. I'm too jaded.
I think
I'm
like,
not trying to expand my mind. I don't
But
care
even
right
like
now.
sonically, I just think Butterfly is a better album.
I don't think so.
I think that's crazy.
I don't think so.
You have your opinion, and that's fine.
It's just
I
jazz
Think,
centric. That's not. You don't bop to that shit.
I think sonically it's just. I think it may be jazz centric, but like bars wise, collabs wise, like
Collabs wise,
collabs. Yes.
Nah, I just disagree.
What?
Yeah.
Complexion is a fucking insane. That song is amazing.
Jizzy on fucking Jizzy Drake.
Poetic Justice is a great song.
Fucking the
Absol outro is very good.
The Recipe with.
I think the Recipe is a fine song. I don't really like that song very much.
That's what I'm like. You're just looking for something different. Like people are looking for bops, they're looking for backseat freestyle, they're looking for fucking.
I think those are good songs, but I think
money trees. They're looking for something different. They're looking for fucking.
I think that's
swimming pools.
I agree, but there's a reason why that is his most critically
Nigga,
acclaimed
why
album.
you babysitting only
I hate
2 or
that
3
song.
cocks? Let me show you how to suck some cock.
Suck dick a lot.
Get
a swimming pool full of penis. And you suck it. Swimming pool full of penis, then you suck it.
Suck it.
I listened to like half of it, and it's just like he's definitely one of those people where it's just like he's not that listenable of a person. Really. Like the most recent stuff is like I like it, but like it's not like I would never put it on. You know what I mean? To like listen to.
I see. Look, I think also
He's a concept artist, man. I think that's where he succeeds. He's a concept artist. I think when it comes to concept albums, he is unparalleled. I think he is really.
I think
really
you just
good
have
at
to
that.
like. It's just like he's like somebody's like I have to sit in front of like Genius and read along to it in order to really listen to it.
Yeah, if you want to fully absorb
Yeah.
it, yes. Look, I've been the same even for other genres. Right now, I'm not like so. One of my favorite bands, Between Them Buried and Me, I stopped listening to their albums because they're all concept albums, very elaborate. I don't listen to them that much anymore because I'm in a different headspace right now. I'm trying to enjoy things just for what they are, and I'm not really trying to dig deep right now. And so when people are being very philosophical, I'm kind of like, I don't want to listen right now.
I
just don't.
I love
want to listen to
Kendrick.
music.
I always love his music. I always give his music a chance no matter what. Like some artists I just don't even give a chance to their albums. Definitely it's not like I'm not always in the mood for a conceptual album. But if I listen to it, I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like, I think Logic made Ultra 85, right? Album's fucking amazing. I think it's a very, very good album.
That's
it's another huge, entirely concept album. It's a third part. It's a third part of a trilogy of his albums that he made.
It is.
Like, The Beautiful Story, The Amazing True Story was like 2015, I think. And then it's album Under Pressure. No. Was it Under Pressure?
I don't know, some shit.
I think Ultra 85,
yeah.
I think that album though is like it's also sonically like it's fun to hear. And that's kind of the thing where it's like...
Because it's meant to be fun. That's
right,
an album that's meant to be fun.
And that's kind of the thing.
Sure.
It's like Kendrick isn't necessarily really that fun to hear.
It's not right now. Like I was saying,
not right now.
Good Kid, Mad City to me was like...
I think that's why Damn
Good Kid,
popped
Mad
off
City's
the way
fun.
it did. I think that's why Damn popped off the way it did.
Damn's fun.
Because Damn is both. Damn is a middle ground
Suck
of...
my dick. Suck on my dick. Come suck my dick. You know what I mean?
I guess. I was like, what is he doing? Is he doing like...
Sit down.
I'm a cum
Suck penis.
I like penis till I suck dick till I fall asleep and my cock in my mouth. All
right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Throat, bitch, suck dick.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Papa Gary comes in me. Peeking in my rectum, I am gay.
Bent Dick Lamar.
Bent Dick Lamar. That's good.
Dick Lamar.
Big Dick Lamar.
Bent Dick Lamar is great.
I like
a new Kendrick album and Gay N-word Xavier. Heath Smoker is going off to Vegas. Gids, Review Slaves USA. Ludacris jacking off with his big hands.
Burn, dun, Luda.
From that video with the big
That's how he's gonna look. That's how he's gonna look after he drinks that water.
Drink that water. He's gonna be all.
When I think of
swollen.
Paul Joseph Watson with the big hands, that's what I think. I think of Ludacris with his giant hands.
Totally.
Another motherfucker that's been
I don't have
making
time to
music
hear
for
this.
a long time. Dude.
Sweeney be like, we have 4 minutes.
Hurry up, go through it.
Sweeney be like, if I'm not mistaken, and then is mistaken. Kendrick Lamar, GNX, Gay N-word Zanny. Look up Pesticide by PFL. Ding dong, penis heads are coming. Kevin Durant's feet. Dr. Manlove. Dr. Manlove and How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love Cock. Come on, page 2, you bitch. Carry on with the UK slander.
Always will.
Shit sucks here. I'm gonna start calling you guys the uck.
The uck.
Mr. Pants. When I was cleaning out an abandoned apartment, I found a hentai VHS. Ooh, you gotta save that.
I've never seen hentai on VHS. That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy, right? That's what I'm saying.
Stoic.
That feels like a clash of timelines in some way. It's like hentai feels very, very digital. Mm-hmm. Like or like DVD at most.
Right.
But certainly not like 8-track
Some
or
good old hentizzy.
Yeah. A beverage of sorts. Check out the Snark Tank Bingo app on itch.io. Anyone can enter bingo submissions. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm curious about that. I gotta go check that out.
Right.
Frozogan is encased in a block of frozen spum. Sweeney, please come to Sweden. I'm not thinking of Chris's offer to hunt or skin or nothing. I swear, I don't remember that. Jolly old
Take him up on
dipshit.
it.
Johnny old dipshit. Alan Wake 2. Alan Woke. Oh, he run into Sacred recently. Saggy pussy lips. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Everyone misquotes this phrase.
Yeah.
Next time on Death Battle, Kensington versus the Bronx. Oh, Kensington's winning. In like a what's worse, Kensington doesn't even like the Bronx is shit, but like Kensington is bad. Jack off Johnson. It's as simple as coming in multiple holes. Ain't no bitches as thick as my bubble butt bros. From the dick of, and then it runs out. Crucified Worm. Shakespeare Sonic exists. Search Sonic and the Black Knight. Rise Against is the used for straight man. Smitchy the Kid. It's absurd how superb your turd in my burger is. Yeah, it's bars. She pipkin on my pippa. Clicked the wrong button and subbed down a tier. I'm back. Sweeney showers in sneakers. Sweeney flosses with his own piss. That's fucking insane.
That's so
like a water pick?
Yeah, it's like a water pick with his piss, dude. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's
Daryl.
so fucking
I'm
mean.
just here so I don't get killed. British people come, then be like, what's all this then? Star coffee. I'm white, but my dad left after going to
Water
prison
picks are
twice. Can I
awesome.
say it? Chris was right. American Dad is pretty funny. Roger's not as annoying as you said, Imo. Transfem Gremlin. Yush. How can Sween be a nurse if he can't read? Blink 180 Jew. Craig the Canadian. Verily, said the molester. It's your boy, Shawnee D. Cerberus Agent 267.
That's crazy.
Sweeney kind of looks like bacteria.
I think that's just insane.
It
I look at
is.
bacteria. Like what the fuck?
Like,
That's an awesome insult. We're gonna start saying that to people. The Rorschach prison scene from Watchmen, but it's boiling cum.
I love that.
3XO searching for canned bread gaming on YouTube after Derek said it in episode 279.
Oh,
and
fuck! I forgot to
and
fucking...
it's a real channel already.
I forgot to fucking... Yeah, so somebody
took it, I guess.
Somebody had it, and I was like, God damn it. So,
It's pretty good, man.
yeah. I forgot to bleep it out, but, like, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to put anybody on the trail at all, so I just forgot to bleep it out, though.
Sherrod Brown, he's gonna fuck your mom, make your dad trans, and eat your pets. Slurping, smoking,
The borough with the
joking.
most crime is
it's 2:30. Sorry,
absolutely
guys.
All right, well...
Okay.
I think they're all gone.
They're all gone. Emoticon's going like this. 1800s YouTube be like Civil War simulation is the Civil War situation is crazy. The Onion fucking bought InfoWars. That's not a joke. Look it up. It's real. Obi-Wan should blow me. Waiting for the Sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Kremlin to Gremlin. That's crazy. 50 cent to 50 cent blood in my piss. Sween built like Spider-Verse Kingpin. Phallus and chains be like, I believe them boners are in me. At least one human in the shape at least one human in the shape of 164,782,420 ants. That's insane. Kingston, the are Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragon Spear, and Baldur's Gate 2 worth playing?
Yes, but they're old games. Good games, but they're very old.
Yeah.
Very old.
You got to know what you're getting into.
They're like classic CRPGs.
Yeah.
Like not modern ones. So like
There's also no voice acting in either of them.
I think there's voice acting in
No, it's literally just.
Or is this moments of like words?
Well, there is voice acting, but it's all Tom Kenny.
You rat fuck.
As?
All of them.
Tom Kenny
He's just
as
doing
all
it all
of them.
himself.
He's the cat.
amazing.
He's the dog.
Amazing.
He's everybody. Wage Slave
it's good, but,
583. Papini Brothers report J.D. Vance has sexual relations with Cherry from Pee Wee's Playhouse. Donk Donkerson. Here's a good question by Oit Yui. Be a good cunt and come bounce on me cock in the back of the wicked Peppo. Gates 6. DJ, whatever you do not give me a beat. PP, sometimes when I wipe, it feels like getting gum out of my hair with a napkin.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty vile. In the Yakuza series, you can earn completion points when you go to spend them in the menus. It reads trade CP. Cracking my penis before sex. Me be fishy. Number 1 Detroit Lions gazer. Oh, Glazer.
Glazer. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, dude. franchise has been pretty rough for a very long time. They'll have their ups, their highs, and then the most lows.
Ups and downs, more like downs and downers.
You guys should talk to fucking Jets fans.
Oh yeah,
I-360 no scoped JFK.
Colin.
Aaron Rodgers got injured like in
Immediately.
the first. That was so funny.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Come. There goes my homo. He's so gay. Sucks. John Strickland, Mercs 1889. I said verily before I put it in my girl, and she turned around and hit me. The first
Fire.
Church of Keith David, first time subscriber, first time question asker. Go Gadget closed the gap in Sweden's teeth.
Sweden? His name's. Oh my god!
People are so mean.
Guys are
like,
going
You guys are
hard.
targeting Kingston specifically lately.
Yeah, totally.
You know what it is? It's because you said it bothered you.
Yeah, that
course
you,
it is.
they,
pointed
they
out, and
smell
now
blood in the water.
It's so fucking
You
funny.
disobeyed the first rule of the internet.
Right.
It
It's
doesn't
like-
bother me enough to be upset, but I think it's fucking. Keep up with the names, guys. This shit is crazy.
Honestly,
It's all gonna be that.
I'll sleep at night. Trust me.
Yeah.
We'll see. You're sleeping with a gun, petting it and stuff.
I sleep
Can't wait.
petting a fucking Smith & Wesson.
They're gonna fuck up, and I'm gonna find where they live, and it's gonna be showtime.
This gun has all my enemies' addresses on it.
Through the day. Holy shit.
It's a
Dude,
magic
in the next
weapon.
episode, you're going to be like, hey guys, I booked a live show for us.
You guys should all come, particularly this person.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, I got a live kill regular show for fans.
Yeah, we're gonna kill fans live. Come to the Snark Tank live show. We're gonna kill our paying customers one by
I
one.
feel like there's some people that be like, yeah,
Yes, there would be.
he ate somebody. Let's go.
Did you see that there's gonna be a? Yeah, have you seen these lookalike contests going around in different cities now?
No.
Where there was like a
Hassan,
Timothy
yeah.
there was a Timothy.
There's a Hansan one.
Oh, I don't know. There was a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest.
Yeah.
In New York City a couple weeks ago.
Most of them women.
No, there was like one lesbian,
Nice.
but most of them were just twinks.
Okay.
But there's another one in Culver City on December 1st. There's a Cortana lookalike concert.
Really?
I keep saying
going.
concert. Why do I
I'm
keep
going.
saying
I don't
concert?
know. I guess
going
you
to
want to
that.
go to a concert.
I guess I want to go. I should go to a show.
Yeah, I really want to go to a show.
But so I'm
actually.
gonna go there.
I'm gonna go there for
I'm gonna try and find my wife
Yeah, I'm
at
gonna
this
go.
Cortana lookalike.
Let's go.
If it's Halo 4
Ew.
Cortana, I'm
Ew,
fucking
speaking
excited.
Of wives,
It is
my
specifically.
fucking wife's hair. God
Shit
damn
bothers
it.
me so much. Finding fucking light brown hair in my fucking mouth.
You don't love your partner unless you eat the hair off of you.
Shit bothers me so much.
Crazy. The weird thing is, I was like, when I put my hat on, I was like, something I couldn't, and then it
That's
just
the worst shit.
And you see it in the side of your eye, and you're like, oh my god, he just
clone this bitch right now.
Must be incredibly infuriating for you
Clone
guys
her.
because you can tell immediately.
yeah.
For me, for me, there's like a second of doubt. It's like, is it mine?
Is it mine? Who's this?
You know?
Yeah.
My hair's not light brown, so you know
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is her hair's
That's what I'm
dyed
saying.
red, so yeah.
it bothers me a lot.
I don't have hair like that at all, so yeah, I immediately know.
I have one hair like this specifically under my toe,
Under your toe. Under.
on the base.
So
I hate it. I hate when I find this hair, this whiteness touching me, and it makes me mad.
yeah. You want some white
Don't
hair?
do that. It's gonna burn.
All right, pre-Roz. I've seen the Cum Man, Jerry. Spread your cheeks so I can shit in your ass. Blake 896. Radiohead Nice Peen. Back off. Brat Summer. It's time for Liam Painfall. Shirtman Mech. Or Shirtman merch. But it's just Jamiroquai, Alaskan Oilfield Trash, Texas Tater Salad. Young Sheldon beaten in front of a live audience. Tickle my ass hairs. Pearl Jam. Jeremy's busting on my face. Nicky Ziggy. What happened to Paul Joseph Watson? Did he die or just finally come out of the closet?
Oh, yeah,
Preheated.
we gotta look up that. We gotta follow up on that. I'm gonna look up
Imagine my shock.
that.
I forgot how he sounded, actually.
My cock. It's close. That was close. Imagine my shock. I'm a fucking gay bitch. I don't know. I can't really remember.
I'm dying.
I'm dying.
All the blood is going to my hands, and it's not reaching my heart or organs. Imagine my shock.
My body is seizing as we
He has to get his
regularly.
he has to get his hands bloodletted.
He posts regularly and like, but
Is he still doing the same thing?
He's in a bubble in YouTube. Still gets hundreds of thousands of views.
Cool.
But no, I have literally
Is it still
seen,
culture war stuff?
Of course it is.
That's fascinating.
So Stephen Colbert, I forgot Stephen Colbert does a late show.
Me too.
They're freaking out, and I'm like,
The same picture he's used for years.
It's 100%.
And he looks so weird in it.
He looks like he's scared.
He looks like he's begging E.T. not to tell the police that he molested him.
What the fuck did you just say?
I implore you to reconsider, E.T. Please do not tell the authorities.
Do not tell it. No, please.
What if E.T. gets viciously touched on and he uses his heel finger on his own head
to heal his trauma? he runs it around the line of his asshole.
Up his nose.
He runs it on the line of his asshole to heal the damage of him being fucking brutally butt
And like Neosporin. Please, I beg of you, do not tell.
Sorry, I molested
do
you,
not tell
E.T.
the constables or whatever the fuck they got over there.
Constables.
Ernest Turnest, I beg you.
Oi. Boop, boop.
Ernest Turnest. That's right. I forgot that's his name.
Ernest Turnest.
Bye. Oh my god. I think he's just some British asshole.
The Jews are at it again.
Leftist coping. It's a picture of what's his name crying. Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah,
So I guess he just does late night stuff.
I guess.
Try not to cringe. This is pure cringe. God, that's annoying. Leftists react to Trump working at McDonald's.
I can't believe it's the same.
They're
simp
doing
shit.
it again.
They've done it again.
So basically, he essentially saw the quartering.
Yeah, P. Diddy.
He essentially saw the quarterings channel. I'm just doing the. Oh, so he's like the winner for the lookalike or something?
No, that's P. Diddy.
Like Pee Wee Diddy.
Pee Wee Diddy.
Yeah, and he wins the lookalike contest,
he looks
right?
exactly like him, actually.
I would have said P Mini, but
Pee Wee. P Mini's good, but Pee Wee Diddy's pretty cute. You know?
Pee Wee
Pee Wee Diddy's pretty good.
Yeah.
Preheated Toast, Sorry Miss Jackson, Badly Brave, Seriously Black, Aetherian, Orange Man Hunter, Nay from Memphis 1.
Let's do lookalike contest for us. We'll start with Chris because there's people are just gonna bring
the most turnout. It's just everybody shows up.
It's
It's just like no one looks like me.
white glasses.
maybe 1/8 of the population there who did for
It's
Chris.
15 Asians, 20 black people, 14 women, and 5 guys who actually look like me.
Yeah. The hardest would be Kingston. That would be a great one.
Yeah.
Just find
What if that monster shows up?
Full on.
He's been on the run. And he's like,
Nah, I gotta be there. I gotta represent. He looks like he mauls people, dude.
oh,
He looks like
dude,
He looks like he roars.
He goes-
You remember that guy who slept over our apartment? Like, was it Jalen's cousin was it? Who the fuck
No,
was it?
Jalen's cousin.
Jalen's cousin. He roared in his sleep.
Yeah, he
Whoa.
had really
Dude,
bad sleep apnea. It's
The
crazy.
worst sleep apnea I've ever heard. Worse than him for
Really bad.
sure. Dude, unironically, it sounded like I remember waking up super late. I woke up super late to grab something from the kitchen, and I heard it in the living room, and I didn't go because I thought there was genuinely a bit.
There's something just.
Dude, it sounded like a fucking
bad.
lion. It was the craziest thing I've ever heard. I was like, I'm not going out there.
You know how you fix sleep apnea?
Kill.
Killed him.
Well, that fixes everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
specifically, what you want to do is you get a aluminum bat, and you hit them as hard as you can in the face, and I guarantee you they will never sleep at your house again.
So that's
Yeah.
kill. So
Well-
Derek said kill light.
Well, he said aluminum.
Aluminum bat it'll ding you pretty good, but
It'll really hurt.
Aluminum bat can bash your fucking head in. I don't know where you're
aluminum
at.
bat can kill you.
It'll bend.
An aluminum bat can kill you, Andrew Yang.
That's amazing.
It's
I love the
possible.
idea of his slogans being just obvious facts that don't need to be pointed out or reiterated.
I
It's
love that.
sunny today.
I'm voting, dude, 2028, man.
Yeah.
If he starts busting those out daily on the daily,
Yeah.
I'd follow him, notifications on, and I'd vote for him. 2028.
I hope they don't do Newsom. Everybody's like, you should do that, Gavin Newsom.
Gavin
It's
Newsom
like,
ain't gonna win shit. He's a
crazy
fucking
person.
regular bullshit politician.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that, man.
John Stewart, I think, actually has the best
He
shot.
has
Actually,
to. It has to be someone with that. Type of
Unfortunately,
John Stewart.
unfortunately, it would take him.
it has to be.
John Stewart would be a good choice because there's no way he wouldn't leave someone fucking eviscerated on a debate stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He would leave.
and he has enough. He has enough.
JD Vance. Can you imagine him debating JD Vance and JD Vance kills himself after the debate because he gets made fun of?
John Stewart's good because he's willing to, like, he understands
He'll
the
stoop.
problem. He'll stoop, but he understands the problem on every side. I think.
Yeah.
Like he was one of the. I mean, even he was one of the first people that, like, I saw that was on the left, like, prominently talking about, like, the Tony Hinchcliffe thing.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like,
Well, he said I like Tony Hinchcliffe.
he's a roast comic.
Yeah, he liked
Which is
him.
true.
He thought it was funny. He was
Yeah.
like, he didn't even shit on him. So
Yeah.
It's true.
But he still like hammered in on that rally, which is exactly like you gotta have like sensible people, you know, who just like understands, like, listen, Tony Hinchcliffe is a comedian,
yeah, it's not.
and
pandering.
that's the wrong place to do it, and it's lame. But like everything else at that rally was way worse. Everything else.
It was damn near a Klan rally, dude. It was
Everything else was, but
It was like a very
Tony Hinchcliffe was like the least egregious part of that.
literally
They're
absolutely.
on the side of the terrorist. Remember fucking Rudy Giuliani?
Oh yeah,
His rant was fucking insane.
It was scary. It was like evil.
everyone's gay, and the oil starts coming out of his fucking eyes.
It was like the Evil Empire speech where like
Yeah, you
everyone saw that speech was like cheering, and I was like, "This is terrifying."
No, it is.
Everybody
it's,
was like, "Yeah, America beating her dick."
it's terrifying that we all kind of thought like, there's these guys. Of course they're gonna lose, right? Like it's so comically evil. You were kind of like they have.
Oh well.
Yeah. If that's how it felt. It
Oh,
felt
and rounding
that
out
way.
our list, King of Haphazard.
Oh, was that the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
I forgot.
God.
I stopped right before the end.
Awesome. I thought we had way more to go. I was like, God
No,
damn
no.
it.
No. All right, guys.
Purple and blow somebody.
Check this out.
I'm gay.